Vikings, let's win this game. Score Vikings, honor in the name. Go get that first down, then get a touchdown. Rock 'em, sock 'em, fight, 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 fight. Go Vikings, run out the score. You'll hear us yell for more. V-I-K-I-N-G-S. School Vikings, let's go.
I know it's not the vintage, but that intro is so much better.
Yeah, it's a Friday free for all, so don't let the opening fool you. So what the hell are we going to talk about? Because there is not a damn thing going on.
Oh, the Twins are playing good.
Like I said, there is not a damn thing going on.
Well, I mean, got the holiday coming up, so that's we got that. That's good.
That's kind of just another day to me.
Yeah,
They've already started with the fireworks over here too, so
yeah.
So they can. Here's a funny thing: they'll have plenty of fireworks even after the holidays. They'll still be letting them off up until probably the 10th or the 11th.
Yeah,
Guys,
Hey, T-Bass.
I got a lot of Mexicans that live by me, so there's gonna be fireworks going on probably for the whole next 2 weeks.
I got a funny story from your last show when you guys talked about stuff. You guys talked about brothers. So I grew up in a little small town, about 8,000 people, about 80 miles southwest of Chicago, right off the state. So when they were making the Blues Brothers movie in 7, I don't know, they just said, load up all the trucks from California, and we're going to the Chicago area to make the movie. So, you remember in the movie, the 2 state troopers that were chasing, Jake Elwood all around? 2 states. One of the actors was tasked with driving the Bluesmobile cross country from California to Chicago. He got lost in the caravan and had to pull over. He came into Spring Valley to ask directions. But the thing was, he was in his state trooper uniform because they were like, as soon as we get to Joliet, we're going to shoot this scene. So he pulls into Happy's full-service gas in this old cop car dressed as a Illinois state trooper. And they called the cops on him, and they held him. So director had to turn around and come back. All right, buddy, there's something weird. I've sold beat up cop car. What's going on? That's pretty funny.
Yeah,
Valley Cops delayed the movie by a couple.
Yeah, we where I grew up, I don't know if you guys Dukes of Hazzard. I think it's the second one. That's the town that I grew up in. I actually have a picture of my brother and I sitting on the car. When they lifted the bridge and the car fell in the water. They actually we were there that day for the filming, and we got a picture of us sitting on the car. They pulled it out of the water.
Which movie was that?
Smoking the Bandit 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, remember they goes up the drawbridge. They go flip a coin.
Oh, that's right.
So they went up. Well, we drove over that bridge pretty much every day because you have to get to one side of the town to the other.
Mm-hmm.
You have to drive over that bridge. I mean, that bridge itself is gone. There's a bigger one there now, but yeah, we drove over that bridge like every day. There was a lot of the Smoking the Bandit that was filmed in the area that we grew up. So that was pretty good.
In that first movie, the Blues Brothers movie, I guess they actually destroyed that mall. That scene.
Yeah, that mall was due to be torn down, so they said,
yeah,
go ahead.
So they just went in there and let them.
Yeah. They just tore it up. Yeah.
Yeah, they let them do the damage to it, save them more money, having
Yeah.
less money to wreck it. Just have let Hollywood go in there and do their thing.
Hey, Timberwolves fans, I'm a big Illini fan. I think you got a good player in that, Terrence Shannon Jr. So
I didn't even watch the draft.
that was their first round pick.
Oh, okay. I didn't
He's
even.
a good ball player.
Yeah, the season's over. I'm not the biggest basketball fan anyway. Oh, once the season's over, I'm like that with any sport. I just pull away.
I love college basketball. NBA, I haven't watched a game in 30 years probably.
I'm having a hard time with college sports, period. But
Yeah, me too. I mean, football, I used to live, breathe, and eat football, and it's getting to where now I can live without it.
I mean, the sport has changed. Football has changed so much till it's not the football we grew up watching. It's completely different. I'm just gonna say it. It's a lot softer. A lot softer.
What do you think about the owners talking about putting a cap on quarterback now?
I think the only cat that needs to be talked about right now is the one for college sports.
No, but have you read that article that they're talking to NFL
Yeah,
owners?
I think it's dumb. I think it's dumb because even Burrow making as much money as he's making never goes above. I think it's 13% of the salary cap.
Right. It's just another. And plus, they
She
want
just wants to be on camera, everybody.
that.
Jeez,
Well,
David.
if they start paying the quarterbacks less, maybe they'll change the rules back to they can actually tackle people. Because if they don't put a cap on these quarterback salaries, it's only about 10 years away to where the quarterback has a flag that you pull off. You won't be able to touch them because they're going to say, this guy's making $100 million a year. I'm not going to pay this guy to let him get a touchdown. So I do think that a cap might be kind of good for football.
Well, they'll put a cap on it, but and here's the thing: once if you get a quarterback, he signs his rookie contract. You technically only got to pay him once. That's if he plays well. Look at what Miami's doing to Tua. They don't want to pay him.
I mean, yeah, but you think the owners really give a crap about their health? No, they're giving a crap. I don't want to pay this guy this much money and have him get hurt, and that's what they care about. They don't care about the players one bit. They're worried about this guy is earning a paycheck and hurt.
Here's the thing: they've never cared. As long as they've got other outlets to get players, as long as they've got other ways to get, they've never cared. You're just collateral damage. If you play any sport, you're expendable. That's the whole thing. A lot of these players think, well, these teams can't play without me. They can't go on without me. Bullshit.
Yeah, but that's why all these rules are changing, because these guys are making so high salaries that the owners
Here's why
don't want these guys to get hurt.
This is why it's changing. They don't want them to get hurt because of television. You can't have a November matchup of the two best teams or one of two best teams, and one of those quarterbacks is out. They want marquee matchups.
Both.
They want or both.
Can you make a Chiefs Chargers game with Herbert and Mahomes hurt?
Right. You can't market that. But and that's only playing to the casual fan. That's the whole thing. And these injuries, they don't give a you got advisory up, good. I'm on a roll. Yeah. They don't give a good goddamn about these motherfucking players. They don't care. These NFL owners in sports in general, just like, guess what? With football, pro football, as long as you got a new class coming out in the NCAA, you're fine. You're a veteran, fuck you. We can get rid of you. We'll pay you now, but fuck it. You're gone. Yeah. When your skills start to decline even a little bit, they will find a reason to get rid of you. These owners, I'm on a roll here, Catch, don't stop me. These owners do not give a damn about these players. If they did, they would find a way to fix the goddamn playing surface that these guys are playing on. Bottom line, they don't care. As long as the players are making money, that's where it is. As long as they can sell that name, that likeness, and that image and put them in their uniform, that's where the money is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on the same page with.
Going back to that, they were talking on Sirius XM about going to the 18-game schedule, and someone was like, "Yeah, they need to expand the rosters to 60 players and all that." And they're like, I didn't even know you were. Hold on, Steve. Hold on. There we go. I didn't even know that. Because one of the guys, it's Jim Miller and Pat Kerwin. Pat Kerwin used to be a GM.
Yeah.
He's like, you would never get the owners to agree to a 60-man roster.
No, because it means you got to pay them more money.
Because it's an extra $7 million on the roster.
Yeah.
I would say go back to a 14 game.
Well, if they want the players agree to a 20-game season, which back in the day, 14, 6 preseason. But then they moved 2 of those preseason games to regular season games, which then it was 16-4. Now it would be 18-2. And the NFL,
I think they want 20 and no.
You know what? And you can't have 20-0.
I mean, it's kind of crazy anymore. People still use like 1,000 yards as a benchmark. Well, for a wide receiver or running back, that's only 58 yards. That's getting.
Well, back in the day, if you were a 1,000-yard running back, because football was a running game, you accomplished something. If you passed for 1,000 yards back in the days of even Marino and Montana, even before them, you were a gunslinger.
But yeah, I mean, that 1,000-yard mark was always based on what I'm saying now.
It was a milestone.
Anymore, 70.
Yeah, it was a milestone, and now you've got. I mean, you get a player can get 1,000 yards in the first 8 games of the season. You know,
I mean,
it's a joke. The standards have been set low. Put it that way. They've been set low for the sake of fantasy football, for the sake of TV, and for the sake of gambling.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, what's up, Dave? They're not. I mean, the NFL, sports in general, aren't really. They're not saying a lot. They're not saying it out loud, but their actions are speaking louder than their words.
Yeah, it's all the sport. Baseball, I'm a big baseball fan. The way they handle these staff now, guy, we can't pitch him tonight. He pitched last night. Like, Jesus Christ. Don't they remember, like, Bruce Sutter, Billy Wagner, Lee Smith? Every game they had a lead, they went out there and pitched. It didn't matter if they won 14 straight games. And their arms were just.
Here's the problem with sports. This is all across the board. You don't have sports people running sports anymore. You've got analytics people running sports. You've got people now that don't know anything about sports, let alone the history.
Like that one.
You know, it's just we've got now they're treating your sports teams as a business more so than they used to. So now everything's on a business level. So they're trying to maximize their dollar. When these teams tell you they're going broke, don't believe it. If they're going broke, they're mismanaging their money or they're spending it some way they shouldn't be spending it. There's no way with the profit sharing and everything, with the gambling and the sponsors and all this other shit, that any pro sports team should not be making a profit. That's just me, especially in the NFL. I don't see how it's possible. Boy, you guys got me going tonight. What the hell?
No, it's just, I mean, it's almost like how much of a profit you think they'll sell? are part of the.
When you're an owner and you're a millionaire, there's never enough money.
Yeah.
And you're always looking for a way to cut corners.
I mean, owners don't need to sell out games now.
They don't. I mean, they already get tax breaks enough, but they just need more money. I mean, how much money does Jerry Jones need?
More than
How much
the,
money do the Wilfs need? How much money does Kraft need? How much money do any of these owners need? And the NFL is making money hand over fist. I think they're making the most money of all the sports. I'm sure they are the biggest money maker. And yet it's not enough. They need more. And it ain't like, here's one thing you've never heard the NFL do: lower ticket prices. Matter of fact, they go up every year. Can somebody in chat, anybody tell me if there's an NFL team out there that has actually lowered their ticket prices? Because I think everybody's goes up every year.
And they blame it on the salary. Blame it on the player.
Yeah, it's they're going to have to start. I think the only way these owners wake up and realize they're being money hungry bastards, excuse my language, is if the fans stop buying the product, stop going to the game, stop watching. But that'll never happen because we've got a fan base that they live for this. It's like their life. So they're not gonna pull away from it. They'll pump money into it.
How much would like Thursday night game viewers drop if you put a camera on? That too drop.
Honestly, the NFLPA does not like Thursday night games. They don't want Thursday night games. This is the networks that want Thursday night games. It's not the players.
And Vegas. It's just another night to gamble.
Vegas will take it. Vegas, if they play Sunday morning at the butt crack of dawn, they would endorse it because it's money on it. People put money on it.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. Vegas, I don't even put Vegas into the equation. The ones that they're really paying attention to is the networks. Everybody wants to televise an NFL game. That's why you've got Amazon involved. You've got others involved. It's like it's not just your regular.
But what I'm saying is gambling on the games has increased so much in the last 5 years. All the sports books and stuff that a lot more people are going to watch these games because they gamble on them.
Well, even when there was the gambling and it wasn't so high profile, the ones that made people watch the reason casual fans started watching pro football was because of fantasy football.
Yeah, fantasy too, I guess.
Yeah, you didn't really care. I mean, there were people that didn't know a damn thing about football, but they wanted to keep track of their fantasy team and the players that were on it. That's it.
I mean,
now
I can say most of these Thursday night games, I have no interest whatsoever.
And actually, the NFL, the players and coaches will want to get rid of Thursday nights. They want to get rid of Thursday nights. You don't need it. You don't need Sunday night. You don't. I mean, put it this way: we got a whole generation that would have went out of their minds if they only had games on Sunday afternoon and Monday night.
We remember when the Super Bowl used to come on at 3:00 in the afternoon.
I remember the Super Bowl came on at 1.
At 1, yeah, I guess
it was
so.
the next week.
It was
the next week. They didn't take a week off.
Yeah, it's
1 o'clock or 3 o'clock, depending on where they were. I think if they were playing in like Pasadena at 3 o'clock, they're playing in Miami.
Yeah, you're right, Dave. Lawyers are a big problem. And right now the NFL is kind of going in that. Sports is kind of going in that.
Well, they lost their suit.
Oh, that's right. That whole that whole Sunday ticket thing.
NFL Sunday Ticket, it has to pay people who bought Sunday Ticket like $8.4 billion. So I
Well,
wonder how much I'm gonna get.
That's going to be tied up in court for the next few years.
I wonder how much I'm going to get though.
I had it. When did I have it? I had it in.
I've
God, I had it
since
in
1999.
in 01.
I've had it since '99.
Yes, it is, Dave. That's.
Well, is it Goodell?
That is so
Lawyer?
true.
I had Sunday Ticket in late 90s.
I think I got it when it first came out, which was in its early,
That gone?
when it was actually cool.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be. But that thing will be tied up in litigation for the next 10 years.
Carlos Correa just put a
You know.
in front.
But yeah, I mean, it's what it does though, it's going to make it shines a light on Goodell and the owners. It kind of brings them to the forefront. And I think, who was it that wanted to make it cheaper and the owners said no?
ESPN.
It was ESPN. Okay.
Yeah, ESPN and Apple wanted to sell it for less. DirecTV wanted to sell it for less.
Well, it tells you something. I think the NFL is the only sport in the United States where you want to buy a team, the rest of the owners have to have the meeting.
It's the good old boys club.
Yep.
Always
I mean,
have been.
that
Well, no,
that tells
no,
you a
no.
lot.
If you have all four leagues are the same to where if you sell a franchise, you buy it. All the other owners have to agree to that person to buy the team.
All the sport. Okay, I just thought it was the NFL.
No, because like I said, the Utah hockey team used to be Arizona Coyotes, and their owner had to be approved. So,
Okay.
The Coyotes are now in Utah, aren't they?
yeah. The NFL told them no because the NFL says they're selling a premium product, so that's why they do all the.
That, you know what, the NFL product is not what it used to be.
Well, that's why they want all the exclusives, like with Madden being the only football game, which is, by the way, the NFL cares so much about its logo. It allows such a crappy game. I don't understand.
Yeah, I remember years and years ago when Walter Payton was still alive, listening to him on a Chicago sports radio,
Yeah.
and he wanted to own a team. You know, not just him, but
Yeah.
Mama's
others.
looking out for you, Tony. Mama's
What's
looking
that?
out for you.
Oh, thanks, Mom. I am. There's just certain things that just get me riled up. It's when I think about, and for me, I love football. I'm a diehard football fan. And to see what this game has come to, anybody that's played the sport, watched it, to see what the game was then to what it is now, it's flag football. I'm sorry. It just
It's
is.
sad. It is. It's not the game that we grew up on.
No, it's not. They've taken.
You guys sound like the two old guys. Get off my lawn. Out there watching clouds.
Oh, you get on my lawn, I'm shooting you. I don't care. I'm shooting you. You're on my property.
Somebody ran over my mailbox last week. I was just like, okay, I'm old. It was funny when I was 7. Now I'm bitching. Some damn kids ran over my
Me to you,
mailbox.
Bass. What are you going to do about it? No. Well, Steve, you haven't said nothing.
Well, I'm just sitting here listening. How you guys been?
Good.
Pretty good for the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm intrigued and pretty stoked about Ed Policy. He's going to be the new president next year.
Is he replacing Ted Thompson or Goodenfoods?
He's replacing Mark Murphy.
Okay.
President.
Mark, who replaced Ted Thompson? Am I getting wrong? Is that right?
No, Ted Thompson was the general manager.
Oh, okay.
Goodicums replaced Ted Thompson.
Maybe if you guys had like a owner, I would know. But I guess
They have a bunch of owners, Catch.
Steve's one of them too. I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I give him 37 cents every month.
You have that piece of paper, right?
Yeah.
See, we're talking to an owner right now. We're actually talking to an owner of
So,
an
okay, Steve. So, would you approve a 60-man roster if they go to 18 games? It's an extra million. It's an extra $7 million a year.
I would have to do the math on that.
So
You are an owner. You are an owner.
You're an owner.
So Steve, is it true if the Packers were ever sold, all the profits go to the Green Bay VFW? I've always heard.
Say that again.
If the Packers are ever sold, I've always heard there's something in writing that all the money goes to the Green Bay VFW, something like that.
Oh, I don't know how that would work.
Yeah, I've heard something about it. The Green Bay VFW tied in with
I don't even know how anybody. To be honest, I don't. With Green Bay, it's such a unique situation. I don't know how anybody could come in there and try to buy it, being that I think the city owns it.
Well, not only that, I mean, wouldn't like Steve have a say in that as well?
He should, yeah.
I think don't they have a board of members or something? Probably.
Yeah, well, like I said, there's a thing now. Shit, what is that? Because like the lease, which is still good for another 9-10 years. Okay, but they're talking about having and bringing something up about a new lease or something.
They're talking about bringing somebody in to be the main sole owner.
No, it's just the lease has. I guess it has something to do with Lambeau Field and or whatever. It was something that was talked about months ago, and it's just been off the table since. No one really has talked about it anymore. But now with Ed Policy coming in next year as the new president, Mark Murphy's going to be out. Ed Policy, and he's the son of Carmen Policy, who was once with the Niners.
With the Niners, yeah.
So, Steve, when they make changes like that, do they let you know?
For one, I'm not an owner at all.
Well, no, I know that, but you have the piece of paper. You're bought into the franchise. You're a stockholder.
You're a
Do
stockholder.
they let you guys
No,
know?
I'm not even that.
Oh,
You're a fraud?
I have some friends that are those.
does the paper mean anything? Is basically what we're asking.
I don't know what that means up there. Because like I said, I'm not in Wisconsin.
It doesn't mean anything. I have a few
I
friends
was
that
wondering because
I've just been a Packer fan since I was 4 or 5 years old.
So you didn't buy into any of this. You didn't buy into any of this.
No,
stock or anything.
no.
yeah, I'm just curious if like those people who like stockholders, the people actually on the paper who say they're owners,
means nothing. That
if-
just means nothing.
if the Packers say, "Hey, we're going to make a decision and move in another direction," did they send that email out? And
Nope.
You say, "Hey, we're making it."
You have to.
I'm just saying.
Cat?
I don't have internet. Half the people, but
I was going to say, catch half the people in Green Bay don't have internet.
yeah,
They don't even know
go
what
to the
email
Applebee's
is.
and connect to the Wi-Fi.
It's still snail mail in Green Bay.
Like I said, I have a few buddies back up home that are Packer fans that bought that stock, and it's just a novel. They have no say so, and that's why I think I remember one of them saying, if the Packers ever sold, the stock would be worth nothing. I think he said all the proceeds from the sale would go to Bay if they ever sold.
So they get the draft next year in Minnesota. Minneapolis doesn't.
Hey, Applebee's is going to be lit.
Walmart's going to be packed.
And I wouldn't take a day off if I was a server at the Applebee's.
Wow.
Think how much money you're going to make.
I've been hearing your
Best
boy
night
Rattler's been tearing it up in training camp. And been looking real good.
Well, I keep getting asked what kind of deal is Jordan Love going to get now for the fact that what Trevor Lawrence got and everything else that's getting thrown around out there. What is Jordan Love going to get?
Steve, I got a question, Steve. Do you think Green Bay is going to lowball them?
question. It's hard to say what they would do.
Do you think he's proven himself to get a $50 million a year contract?
Not yet.
'Cause if I
Are they
was a
going to let
Packer
him
fan-
play this season out?
If I was a Packer fan, there's no way in hell I'm giving him $50 million a year. He
I
is
mean,
not
not
proven
yet. I have to be honest, not yet.
If he does-
He came on at the end of the season and played exceptionally well. I'll give him that. But that's just one.
But so did Ponder his year.
Who?
Christian Ponder played well his one of his years
Catch, how did you slide Christian Ponder into this convo?
because Christian
Why?
Ponder played well, got him into the playoffs. He went on that run.
He also had AP running the ball.
Well, he had Aaron Jones running the ball.
And
I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love for them to pay Jordan Love $50 million a year. I just,
I think this season will base his contract. His contract will be based off of this season.
yeah, here's
Well-
a Love. And this will tell you, I mean, Love's going to be doing this without a real number one receiver, too.
and a real number one running
Well,
back.
you
And a
know
real
what?
number one running back.
You know
Jacobs
what?
are going to be hurt by week 3.
Sarah and a bunch of these other guys, people threw the number one thing at me, and I sit there and said, we don't really need a number one receiver. We don't. Because a number one receiver basically will get double teamed. With the plethora of receivers that we have on this team, if you double cover one of the other guys can do it. I mean, Watson, Reed, Wicks, Dubs, Melton.
Well,
You guys also had the threat of Jones out of the backfield.
Well, I think with Jacobs and Boyd.
Didn't Jacobs pull a hamstring getting out of his car or some shit like that?
He could get a poor hamstring walking in Walmart. I don't give 2 pints of piss. He could sit there and say all this shit about Jacobs and Lloyd and whatever. Like, hey, whatever it is, it is. I'm letting them guys prove themselves on the field, and I'm excited. But we have a brand new backfield now, which I'm excited for. We got a whole brand new defense, which I am waiting to see.
You guys have been talking about your defense for years, and it always underperforms.
Hey, this is a whole new defense.
You say that we've heard this before.
But this is no 3-4 defense. This is no Joe Barry and the guys performing at a 3-4
We've heard that
defense.
before.
Yeah, we've heard this before, Steve.
And
I mean, don't get me wrong, we do it too as Viking fans. We're
Yeah,
like,
we
this
do.
is a whole, this is a whole new, this is not going to happen, that's not going to happen. But
Hey.
I mean,
hey, I'm not going to sit there and say that we're going to go around. Hey, I'm just excited to see what's coming for the fact that it's just a whole new outlook. That's what I'm excited for. I'm not going to sit there and say that they're going to be top 5, top 10. I'm not saying that. I'm just excited to see a whole new outlook on this defense, this whole new defensive look. That's all I'm saying.
yeah.
well,
Switching from
last-
a 3-4 to a 4-3, I have
Last-
always preferred the 4-3.
I'd rather play a 4-3. I've never been a fan of the 3-4.
last year to me, the Packers were a whole different team when that wide receiver that was involved in that Viking trade wasn't hurt.
What's
Hurt
that?
his head. Last year, the Packers were a whole different team when that one wide receiver that had the hamstring problem
Oh,
was
Watson?
healthy.
Watson.
Yeah. They were a whole different team with him healthy.
Watson is technically their number one.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm glad it's still main to be seen. It's still main to be seen. But from what I'm hearing, he, spent millions of dollars and he figured out basically what was the problem. It was something like the other leg was stronger than the other, and the other one was weaker, and that's what was causing his hamstring problems. And apparently, he went and got that fixed, and so forth.
So they weren't just going with the he could be fragile mode.
Well, you know what, TB? I love you, bro, but you just keep praying and hoping in that because, like I said, he's a scary, scary threat.
They were a different team with him healthy.
Yeah, he's scary if he's on the field, but when you ain't on the field, what does that be
Hey,
scared of?
hey, I'm going to tell you guys, and I love you, but I'm going to tell you guys like I told these damn Lions fans, Get away from the fucking past of last year. They keep reminiscing of last year, this one, last year. This is a whole new year. What happened last year?
Wait,
Watson
a Packer
getting
fan
injured.
not
Wait a minute,
reminiscing
a
about the
Packer
past?
fan getting on us about that? What?
A Packer fan not reminiscing about the past? Wow.
Yeah, you got reminisce about the
Whoa,
past?
whoa, 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 whoa.
Wait, Tony, they only do it when it's a
Hey,
good.
No. This is a whole new year. Okay, what happened last year is done. It's gone. It's out the door.
Definitely the 70s. Definitely the 70s for Packer fans. Done. They don't want to.
Yeah.
I'm excited for a whole new year. I ain't going to sit there and say how good we're going to do or how bad we're going to do. I'm just waiting to.
I
I'm
think
excited.
the only people who are not excited for this year coming up probably would be like Panther fans, Titan fans, maybe.
But
teams
those teams might surprise you.
No,
No.
they may get one extra win than what they're predicted, but those are two bad teams.
Well, I understand, but you never know.
I think the Commanders are going to be better than people think, but
Could.
they're not. They're better than the Panthers already, though. So
I'll go on board. I'm not real excited about
I think a lot of people, they want to see what happens.
T-Bass, a lot of people say coming from you, that's not a surprise.
Well, hey,
Well, hey. I want to address that. If people don't just come on here and rainbows and purple Kool-Aid, I like debating football. So if these people just come on there, because I'll tell you this, I can check mark. Okay, I've been a Viking fan when they made a big move to bring in the guy that brings them over the top into Herschel Walker Day. Check that. Got me nothing. I've been there when they bring in the free agent that's going to give over the top. Kirk Cousins. Check mark. I didn't get me nothing. I've been a Viking fan when they had statistically the best quarterback that ever played the game. Check mark. Got me nothing. I've been a Viking fan when they banned one of the best defenses ever in the game in the Purple People Theater. Check mark. That got me nothing. I've been there when they've had statistically one of the best wide receivers.
God sakes, do you have to go down the team's history? Jesus Christ. Been there,
So of course,
All three of us have been there, but no, I agree
Of
with
course.
you.
Of course, I'm not going to say, "Oh, this guy is a Viking now. He's going to be great." I don't buy into all that shit.
T-Bass, I agree with you that even with the Twins, like Facebook groups and stuff like that, if you're criticize the team, well, go cheer for another team. Well, motherfucker, first of all, don't tell me how to be a motherfucking fan. I'll be a fucking fan any way I want to be a fan.
Exactly.
Okay? Same thing with you. You want to tell me to go cheer for another team, that's your way of being a fan, fine. But you cannot say that the only thing I will say is you can be a fan, I can be a fan. You cannot not tell somebody else that they're not a fan because they criticize a team or they don't like a coaching decision or this, that.
And I've never done that. I've never done it.
So you.
Oh, I've got flags for it. I had somebody yell at me last year because
it's not all puppy dogs and kittens all the time.
No.
This team could be 4-13 this year. This team could be 11-4 this year. We don't know because it's such an unknown. Because the roster is pretty damn good. This team this year, it's all about how the QB plays.
I have zero faith in our coach. That's why I'm not excited.
And if we get the typical Sam Darnold, this team is going to suck. If Sam Darnold plays a little bit better because he has the best supporting cast he's ever had, well, no. Are they going to win the division? Probably not. But people are saying they're not. Some people are saying they're not going to win a game in the division. Well, even when the Vikings went 3-13, they still won a game in the division.
Well, you know what the funny thing is, Catch? Here's the bitch. The same people that said they can't win with Kirk are the same people that saying we can't win without him.
Yeah.
They're talking out of both sides of their mouth.
I have zero faith in our coach. That's where it stops and starts at our coach. I'm not a KOC fan.
He's got a lot to prove to me.
So, Steve, what's the outs? Because when you watch national media, they love KOC. What is your all's opinion of him?
I don't think he's a good coach.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Like,
What do you think? What is the outside of Minnesota? Because most people, I would say probably 60-40, would say he's not a good coach. What outside of Minnesota, what do they think of KOC?
I don't know if I can stand here and say I can blame him. Like, I can't say he's the fault. I can't really say. I mean, I'm not a Vikings fan. I don't watch enough Vikings football to say that KOC is a terrible coach. I mean, for many shows we did. Let me ask you this: why did they go? What was it? What was their record many years ago? 13-3.
They were 13-4.
13-4. Okay. So they went 13-4 that year, and then someone wrote me a 5,000-word essay on why the following year, or year, whatever it was, wasn't such a great year. Someone explain this to me. So how can you say he's a terrible coach? He went 13-4 one year, and then they fell off the map.
When he won, here's the thing, Steve. When he won those 13 games, they were all come from behind.
They were a lot of fluke games.
There were a lot of fluke games.
Okay, I mean,
from a national media, Minnesota was the luckiest team in 2022. Lucky as hell.
And they were.
Yeah, I don't say that. I'm not saying that KOC is the worst coach in the NFL. I think his decision making could be a little bit better.
To be honest, like me and Sarah had these talks. Okay, Minnesota is not a bad team. I don't give a shit what anybody says. They're not. That team has talent, pure talent. The only thing basically was missing, a premier quarterback, and TV and Cat, you said it many times. They got away from the run game,
and that starts with the coach.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
But
now, will they are they going to do that to Jones?
Here's the thing. If Aaron Jones doesn't get the ball,
he'll say
he's going to become vocal. And that's not what the Vikings want. They want everything to be lollipops and rainbows, and everybody loves, and they're singing "Kumbaya" in the locker room.
That's what KOC was.
You do not want any of those players coming out and saying, "I want the ball. I want the ball." And if Aaron Jones doesn't get the ball, he's going to voice it.
Yeah, Steve. The joke in Minnesota right now is that Jones is going to have 600 yards. He's going to have 400 yards rushing in 15 of the games, but he's going to have 200 yards against the Packers. That's the joke right now.
Yeah, because
we're going to feed him against the Packers.
KLC does not run the ball. I don't understand why, but he's got this. He can't run the ball.
Do you know how many more games the Vikings would have won last year if he would have just kept running the ball?
Yeah.
It's a thing. He is terrible at in-game adjustment. He's always great at his scripted plays at the start of the game, and then when the other team changes to stop what he's doing, he's incapable of in-game adjustments.
And here's another thing, too, people. Keep this in mind. This is KOC's first time ever as a coach in all his coaching career of calling plays. First time ever.
And you could it shows.
And it shows.
And like Steve, you talk about his first season. What the hell was their record? I mean, they won.
They could have easily been 4-13.
They won 13 games by 3 points or less.
6 points or less.
Well,
yeah.
not here for the Packer game.
Yeah.
Only teams they won by a good amount of points were the first game against the Packers and the last game against the Bears. Hell, this is the same team that was losing 33-0 to a damn 4-win Colts team.
He has never beaten a team the second time around they played.
Good night, Mom. I'll call you tomorrow.
Good night, Mom.
He's
Well, the
never
thing-
beaten a team the second time they played.
Well, here's
Yeah.
another thing too. Here's what people didn't understand with that 2022. Don't look at the games they won. They
Well,
should have looked at the games they lost. That would have told you everything you needed to know about KLC and that team. Because when they lost, they got blown out. I mean, blown out. Who wins? Put it this way: who wins 13 games and you're outscored by your opponents?
all you had to do to beat them that year was triple coverage, Justin Jefferson, and KOC had no answer.
All you
Yeah.
had to do was run the ball on the defense.
That
All you had
too,
to do, all you had to do was run the ball on the. If teams had put together, if all good offensive teams had just stuck with a running plan, they would have took time off the clock. They would have run up the score on the Vikings, and the Vikings wouldn't have had those comebacks. But I mean, like Dallas beat us by 37 friggin' points, and what did they do?
And
They
it felt
threw
like
the
it
ball
was
to their
worse.
running backs.
It felt like it was worse than that.
It's
felt
just
worse.
like that.
So,
That-
Steve, let me ask you a question. Did the Packers go pretty much every game? Their first drive is good. Their second drive is okay. But then they go to where it's a snore fest to where absolutely nothing happens for like most of the second quarter, even coming out of halftime. And then in the fourth quarter, they play well. Or do you guys keep your foot on the throttle and just keep going? Like if the running game is working, you guys just keep running. You don't stop. You don't stop running it. Because if you notice that sometimes KOC he'll run the ball. The guy running back is averaging 4.5 yards a carry, and he just stops.
All it takes is one no gain or a negative gain, and he stops.
Well,
Me.
for one, this is going to sound like an excuse. For one, to me, they was a young team last year. Okay, they was all learning to play together and so forth. And as you see at the end of the season, okay, at the end of the season, their foot was on the throttle and so forth. They went forward. Like at the beginning of the season, Green Bay played what? Okay, whatever. But at the end of the season came, they started to gel together and so forth. Oh, and by the way, my girl's watching this. Whatever, she's a Colts
What up,
fan,
Joe?
and she just sit there and told me that she might become a Vikings fan now.
Why? Because of JJ?
Why?
Well, one, purple is her favorite color. I mean, this girl loves purple. Okay.
Okay.
And the only reason why she's a Colts fan was because of Peyton Manning or whatever. And two, now she's from Texas. She went to, I don't know if you heard of this school, Kat. She went to the Redwater Dragon, whatever, something like that, up there in northern. She's up in Texarkana, if anything. Okay.
I can't add it to the podcast because StreamYard changed the way they do things. You can only do 3. I have my channel, Yogi's channel, and
If she wants to become a Vikings fan, that's on her. I mean, you know.
well, to be honest with you, when I married my wife, she was a Packer fan. She was a Packer fan because of Brett Favre. As soon as Brett Favre left the Packers, she no longer became. She was no longer a Vikings fan. But hey, Zoe, I'll if you want to join the show,
There
join
she
the
is.
show. You can drop your link in.
That's her right there, Jen. That's her.
She's
my-
smart.
That's my girl right there, Jen.
And I'm sure she gets sick of hearing "Go Pack Go."
Well,
And that damn guitar, that bass guitar. Oh, I hate. But yeah, I think KOC has a lot to learn. His first season, I laughed how everybody just throws last year out and say, "Hey, he won 14 games first season." But you mentioned Ed Donatel. you can't say, well, Ed Donatell sucked. He won 14 games. He sucked. He wouldn't blitz. He wouldn't blitz. Doesn't some of that fall back on the head coach to say, hey, Ed, you need to change things up?
There were games in that first season of for KLC. He would jump out to 10-0, 14-0 leads, and then he put it in cruise control. He wouldn't score another point for 2 quarters.
Well,
Exactly.
Let me ask this.
A lot of 3-0.
Yeah.
Is KOC the one to blame because there's really no one else to blame?
Well, he's the head coach.
He's a head coach, so he's going to get the blame.
Kind of like the quarterback getting the blame when he doesn't need.
Yeah.
I mean, because if the defense can't stop teams from scoring, you blame the head coach.
But but here's the thing, though. When you're the head coach and you see your defense is not being stopped, and you see your defense coordinator not doing anything to change things up, you as a head coach have to step in and make some changes. It's your team.
I don't know if you remember, but
We need
Mike
to make changes.
Zimmer did that when DeFilippo wasn't running the offense the way he wanted it.
Yeah, I
did
mean,
that.
Yeah, he fired.
I want my head coach to be a head coach, not an
Yeah,
offensive coordinator.
he fired DeFilippo right after the Seattle game.
Was it week 6, week 7?
Yeah, he fired him. And then Stefanski stepped in. But I mean, if you're a head coach, that's the whole thing with the head coach. You're the head coach.
I
Do
don't
your
see
damn
you
job.
guys talking about this owner, the works be in control.
Oh, you mean
The owners.
okay, let me rephrase it. The owners they're in control when it comes to certain players. They're not in control of the whole team. But they want the team to win.
So they won't say nothing on what KOC does or doesn't?
No, they'll let them do it.
Okay.
They'll let them do it. And if it doesn't work, they will he's 86th. Put it that way.
That was my one question I wanted to ask. What is it going to take for KOC to be gone?
Here's the thing with that. They hired KOC, and a lot of people are going to disagree with me. I don't give a fuck, but this is true. They hired KOC when it fell through with Harbaugh. So KOC was like a immediate hire, was like a rush hire.
Oh, okay.
Because it fell through with Harbaugh, and right away they went to KOC. There's a whole big backstory to that. I've explained it. I'll explain it again later. I don't feel like explaining it tonight.
It was a cheap hire, too.
It was a cheap hire, too.
You hire a guy with no head coaching experience.
And of course, he was next on the list because guess who he was with? Sean McVay. So he was the big guy. They wanted him. He was an offensive-minded coach. But here's the thing. KOC never called a play in his NFL career. Never put together a game plan. Never did any of that.
Well, can I ask a question?
What's that, Steve?
If they would have hired Harbaugh, okay, could they have controlled him? Because he wants to run.
No,
the show.
they couldn't have controlled Harbaugh. That's another thing too.
Yeah, because he wants to run the whole show.
They couldn't have controlled Harbaugh, and they would have had to get rid of Kirk. And they were bound and determined to keep Kirk.
What up, fellas?
Hey, Fish, what's up?
What's up, Fish?
I'm not even going to let KOC off the hook as much as you guys are. We didn't need to fire Donatell. What about just taking away the play calling duties for a couple of games? He had Mike Penton as his assistant head coach who knew that defense. I'm just saying, he's the head coach.
Ed Donatell was a scapegoat of the
Sarah,
playoff.
you should have the link in your
Sarah, don't you have the link?
Private message. You should have a link.
You're right. Donatell was a huge scapegoat for the playoff loss.
Well, put it this way. Everybody talks about, like Sarah brings it up, not every coach at one time has called plays. True. But the Vikings have a history of hiring coaches that have never called plays and were billed as being these offensive geniuses. Do we remember?
Yeah, that's my whole knock on it is he was labeled this offensive genius.
Yeah. And we remember who was also
Where?
labeled an offensive genius, Brad Childress.
Yep.
His offense is awesome, guys.
Kick-ass offense.
Whatever.
Nobody's been
God.
I mean,
I'll take. Here's the thing with KOC. KOC, if you'll notice this, Steve, if you ever watch his pressers, he's very articulate, very clear. He explains everything, whether it be a beat around the bush or whatever. He's very articulate. So he's kind of like that face to put out there in front of the camera.
well, why can't somebody at a press conference ask them, last year when you ran a quarterback team, why did you have your smallest guy on the team trying to push the quarterback?
Well, okay.
Why don't somebody ask him that in a
The
press
first
conference?
the first time they did it, okay, you're trying to be gimmicky, trying to fake him out. I get it. But then you ran it the same goddamn play.
With Brandon Powell.
But here's
Why
the
don't somebody ask that in a
I-
press conference?
If you
Here's
want to
the-
run the same play, fine, but don't use Brendan Powell again. You got
Here's the
TJ
thing.
Ham.
You know why they don't ask those questions? Because if they did, they would take away their press credentials. Bottom line, you can't ask those questions.
Yeah,
You can't. You will
can't
be
get grabbed.
blackballed.
you can't get grandfathered in like the guy who went to Denver, Chris Thompson.
Yeah, you can't do it. The Vikings. Trust me.
That's why I have mad respect for Chris Thompson because he didn't give a fuck. He asked the question.
I know for a fact. The Vikings do not give any press passes or anything to anybody that has anything negative to say about this team. Why do you think Paul Allen's been sucking their dick for the last 20 years?
Job security.
Job security, and he's kind of old and stuck in that position. So,
So sometimes you just got to spit on that thing. So, yeah. You know, the funny thing about Donatel's defense, though, was Tony, like you were saying earlier, we'd get up and then we'd go away for two quarters, and then in the fourth quarter we'd end up having to do a fourth quarter comeback, and then Donatel's defense would somehow manage to create a turnover. They'd be gone the whole game.
Well,
And they'd somehow create a turnover.
I think that was more of the inmates running the defense than the coach because Patrick Peterson talked about that a lot on his podcast. He's like, I saw this on film. He's like, I know what they do. Like that interception in the end zone at the end of that one game. He knew.
and you got to remember too.
Yeah.
I don't think Donatel, if I remember right, was hired before. What's his name? Was hired before KOC.
Yeah.
I think. Check that. Fish, can you either of you guys check that out? I want to say that was
Somebody's probably faster than me. But
Donatel
I
took.
remember the time when it was probably week 9 or 10,
Mhm.
where KOC came on record and said that he had a meeting with Donatel and said, this is how I would attack your defense, to try to get him spurned to move on, to do something different. This is how I would attack your defense. And you know what that made Donatel do? Nothing. So at that point, that's where that meme came out of KOC looking over at Donatel like this. I mean,
Yeah,
that's the point where I say he should have taken over the play calling duties and handed it over.
Right.
And
I
so-
think also that defensive roster Donatel had wasn't that good. He knew there was things he couldn't do. People were like, why isn't he blitzing? Because he knew. Well, with that defensive backfield I have, and I blitz, and I'm not going to get to the quarterback, it's going to be brutal every time. And I think that's why he didn't have the personnel. And,
Well, here's the thing. Also, you didn't have the personnel for a 3-4 defense. You
Yeah,
did for a
that's
4-3.
Yeah.
Why did it have to be a 3-4? We didn't have an Aaron Donald on that defense.
Still
I mean,
go.
last year's defense wasn't exactly great. I mean,
Well, they didn't have the,
half game they
they didn't have
Yeah.
the defense, though. They didn't have the talent.
Well, and also last year the defense played lights out, but then as the season went on, teams caught on.
and they were that. Yeah,
They
were
didn't
bad.
they didn't shake it up. You didn't see different blitz packages. You just did, and we had terrible personnel on that side of the ball.
And yet nobody drug Flores over the coast like that.
I mean, you know what though? You know why nobody gets on Flores? Because Flores did the best of what he had. They gave him nothing. When they give you nothing and you still are managing to put together a top 15 defense at times in this NFL, you did pretty damn good. He had nobodies.
Yeah,
What did
KOC was
Donatel
hired-
have?
KOC was hired. for-
Donatel had a better crew than friggin' Flores. He had a much
I think
All right, so we have Viking fans in here. We have Packer fans. Now we have a Lions fan.
Here you go.
Wow. Zoe!
Here you
Hey,
go,
so
Ken.
I can't. So for StreamYard has totally
no.
ruined itself. It's no longer free. We have to pay for it, and for us to add more than 3 channels, it goes from $25 a month to $50 a month. So that's why we can't add.
damn, everything's going up.
Damn.
Everything's
Talk about
going up.
inflation.
Inflation, my ass, is called greed.
Which is what causes inflation.
Actually, hot air causes inflation. But moving on,
what are you sipping tonight, Zoe?
alcohol.
I feel like I haven't
I've
talked
heard
to
about
Zoe in
that.
a
Is that
month.
good?
Yeah, this shit's straight. This is my first time having it though.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard
It's
about it.
tough.
The liquor store we went to tried to sell us it, and my wife is like, "No, I like what I like." So
Yeah, this
So,
is my first time having it though.
I got a question, and this
I
is
bought this bottle too, shit.
What
this
is that? Good lord.
That's alcohol poisoning.
Yeah, all right.
fish to some people, there's no better way to go.
Yeah, true. That's very true.
I have a question, and I'm not saying this is going to happen. This is a question. I'm wondering what you guys think. Jefferson and Addison stays healthy the whole year, and will there be any fight between, not fighting, but I want football more, or Jefferson saying that Addison take
You're not,
away?
you're not going to get that.
No, because
You don't know, Lou?
I think everybody knows JJ is the
Fred,
number 1
what's the
seed.
deal?
You're not going to get that. Like I said, the only person who could complain about not getting the ball would
Addison?
be Jones. Especially if they don't run the ball.
Addison, what if Addison's numbers really drop off this year because they're both, because Jefferson's there the whole year?
The only way for those numbers to drop off would be the quarterback play.
Well, I mean, Addison played, how many games did Jefferson play?
6, 7.
7. So, I mean, with him there all year, I think he's going to get a lot less ball.
Addison is also in his second year, so nobody cares what you did your rookie year.
I think Addison's going to get more touches than people think.
I think he'll get more touches.
Because
Also,
JJ is going to get double teamed every game.
we still don't have
Nobody.
enough.
I don't care what anybody says. JJ never gets covered 1-on-1. They always roll the safety to his side. He's never
you're
1-on-1. So that leaves Addison 1-on-1. That leaves Hockenson comes back 1-on-1. I don't know who the third wide receiver is.
No, they don't. They have no idea who the third wide receiver is going to
They're
be.
talking about. I heard
Brandon
rumors talking
Powell?
about bringing Thielen back.
Bringing who back?
Thielen.
I
Because
have
he
heard
played catch with
His name-
McCarthy.
Yeah, because he's playing catch with McCarthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just
Is that
I mean,
allowed?
is he a free agent or is he
No, he's signed with Carolina.
one more year?
Yeah.
2.
yeah, I
2
think he's
years?
He's 3 years.
3 years. Yeah,
See,
But only he's 3 years, but only this year's guaranteed. But I'm
Yeah.
just saying, he signed a 3-year deal.
They could. I mean, they could cut ties with him.
With who?
Thielen with the Panthers.
Man,
He had a
Thielen
good
old-
year last
Thielen
year.
old as hell. Thielen about what, 33, 34?
he had a good
No,
year
I'm-
last
No, I'm old as hell, and you still love me.
I wish I was 33.
I'm older than Thielen. Shit, I'm 36. Shit.
Oh, y'all are young. I don't want to hear it.
Well, I'm about to
Yeah,
turn
see,
53
Jay,
in a
I
month.
understand Addison was number one last year, but Addison also proved, I don't know if it's because he's working with me, he proved that he wasn't a number one because there was games
Addison
where
Addison could be a wide receiver one. That's the whole thing.
Addison got
Yeah,
to
that's
I don't.
why I was asking if there's going to be any turmoil in the locker room with two number one receivers.
Put it this way: if
Both
there is, we don't have a Diggs in the locker room. That's the good thing. Addison is not
Yeah.
a Diggs. And if there is turmoil in that locker room, we'll never hear about it because they will not let it out.
Yeah.
Do we know that yet with that? Big wasn't a big loud mouth.
Well, that was one of the things coming out of college about Addison was his character.
No, Addison's still young, man.
Yeah, he's Addison. Addison's not going to be a problem. He's not going to be a problem. And JJ got paid. He well deserved got paid. Addison is still coming off a rookie year. Addison can't be bitching about a damn thing. Just shut up, go out there, ball out, and you'll get your money.
Addison still got to prove he a true number one. Cause I seen Addison get punked against the
That's
Denver
what I was
Broncos.
trying to say. That's what I was trying to say. To
Shit,
me, he's not proving he's a one.
Broncos. Shit.
T-Bass, to answer your question, if let's just hypothetically say JJ got injured, missed several games again this year, and Addison went off for 1,500 yards, then that might cause the formula for there to be a problem in a year or two.
What it will do, though, it will change the focus of the defenses. They'll start doubling Addison, and they'll take their chances with JJ single coverage because he has.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if he gets those wide receiver 1 yards and those wide receiver 1 stats in the absence of, then that could be the formula for. Wait a minute, I'm not going to get paid.
Now here's the other thing too. JJ signing his new contract does not have a no trade clause.
I don't ever want to no trade clause again. It just backs you into a corner.
Well, you're not going to get nobody's going to sign no trade clauses after what Spielman did with you know who. Those days are done.
Yeah, I mean, that's just back.
Yeah, they're not going to do that anymore. Thank God. But
that's just the stupidest thing to do with a player.
Well, at the time we were told he was the missing piece. We were told he was the missing piece.
Shit, if I'm a player, shit, I'm signing. I'm telling y'all, give me no trade clause, shit.
Oh yeah,
you ain't about to trade me off to no bullshit ass team for no first round pick. Hell no.
I just bought this house. You know how much you get nickel and dime when you move into a new place?
Oh yeah.
You ain't trading me.
Hell no, shit.
I ain't moving again.
All right, so I did my stream.
Hey, we gotta talk about this. You gonna trade me? We gotta sit down and talk about this.
Hey, so I did my stream on X because no one was watching it.
Yeah. Well, when we gonna talk about it, Zoe?
Hold on. I added your channel to the live stream, Zoe, because nobody was watching on the X, on the Twitter channel. So
oh, damn, good looking.
Yeah.
Oh, good looking, my dog.
Yeah.
Yes, my dog. Now, hey, I had to get on here last because I seen yesterday y'all uploaded shit on YouTube. I said I'm hopping on Friday night.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we expect you here on Friday nights. We expect you on Friday nights.
Y'all went live last Friday, man. I passed out.
That's my fault.
Yeah, I was passed out.
Drinking that bottom.
We got on late last weekend.
Yeah,
I didn't know y'all were going live.
Yeah, we got on.
It was like, hey, it was like 10:30. Cody's like, hey, we do anything tonight? I'm like, I guess. He's like, okay.
Yes, I was passed out on the couch. It was over.
Are they gonna cut Dean and Booth this year? You think?
Likely.
I think they try to trade Booth. I think Scene gets straight out cut.
Scene's getting cut
because that if they were confident in Lewis Steen, they wouldn't have moved our what's his name, safety, the corner, the guy who plays really good in special teams, John Thompson. He wore 11 last year. Changed his Najee
Thompson.
Yeah, they wouldn't have moved him to safety if they were confident in Scene.
What about the linebacker? He gonna make
Pace.
another year?
Oh, Pace is good. Pace is wearing the green.
No.
that's
Asamoah.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone.
He's gone too.
Yeah.
So their first 3 picks in the draft are all gonna be gone.
Yeah, and if Ingram ain't careful, he'll be gone.
It's.
My boy Chad, what's the deal?
I think Scene is. I hate to say it, dumb as a box of rocks. And for me, Asamoah is just injuries.
I ain't seen my boy Chad since
Yeah, but guess who's still on the team? Jalen Naylor.
What about Evans?
I saw a story.
How?
I couldn't read it because I was at work, and I tried to look for it when I got home. I couldn't find it, and it was why the Vikings trust Jalen Naylor. It's the story.
Jay Naylor fucking bust.
Why they trust him to end up on IR?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Why do you trust him to
I couldn't
play
read it
history?
because it says you're due to your work settings on your you can't read the story. But
Why they trust him to make a tackle on special teams and be out the next 4 weeks?
That motherfucker a bum. That what you get. You get somebody from Michigan State, man. That what you need to expect.
Why do you hate Zoe? Stop hating on Michigan State.
Your boy,
wow, we just had a great quarterback from that school last 5
That's
years.
because you, the maize and blue.
Wait a minute. Oh, there it is. It's down lower. I was about to say, what happened to it?
you better believe it.
That is true, JD. Sneeze on Naylor and he'll get injured. That's true.
Yeah, that boy Naylor, man, it's over with, man.
So,
I
He
think
made,
so
he made a couple dollars though. He made some money in the NFL.
Yeah, but did he hang on to it?
He had to. Shit.
I hope so. Because he goes out in the real world, he gonna be
The
in
crazy
trouble.
part is when the Vikings drafted him, I think he had a broken hand when they drafted his ass.
Yeah, he had an injury issue when they drafted him.
Yeah.
is this year the West Coast team joined the Big Ten football?
Yes.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is. Yeah, because the Gophers are playing both USC and UCLA.
Is there somebody
Yeah.
else doing Oregon?
The Trojans ain't ready for that, man.
The
Who's
who?
the-
Who ain't ready for what?
The Trojans ain't ready for them Big Ten defenses.
What Big Ten defense?
Ohio
You know.
State,
Ohio State, Michigan,
Well, that's two.
Iowa.
probably Penn State.
Iowa.
Iowa.
You know, they don't have. They've never faced any kind of defense like that in the past.
No, they're Big Ten still plays that different type of football than
Hey,
the West.
I got a
Coast.
question though. We all agree the University of Texas is good, okay? But why do people think they're just going to come in and dominate the SEC?
Who?
Oh,
Texas.
yours? Quinn Ewers? Is that who you're talking about?
So Texas and Oklahoma are joining the SEC.
Right.
Everybody is talking like Texas is going to come into the SEC and just dominate.
I can explain that. Catch.
I thought
You live in
was.
Texas, right?
Was that?
Catch. You live in Texas, right?
Yeah.
That explains it. Texas people think they're going to go down.
But it's not just Texas people. It's like the national media. Like Texas is the second team behind Georgia to win the SEC.
Who's coaching Georgia?
Kirby Smart.
Still Kirby Smart?
Yep.
Who's coaching Bama?
I like
The
that
guy from
quarterback.
Washington.
So is the SEC one division, one long division, or is it
There's no
Dudes.
divisions anymore. It's just you just play whoever.
it's just one long division?
Yeah, the top 2 teams finish.
The top 2 teams? Damn, that's a lot. Jeez.
LSU's got who? The Notre Dame guy, right?
Brian Kelly.
Brian Kelly.
Yeah.
Lane Kiffin's Ole Miss. Josh Heupel is Tennessee. The guy from Appalachian State who won all those games is the head coach of Missouri.
Who did
Well,
Texas?
basically, I think the national media with Saban gone, it's that going to be wide open now.
Who did Texas lose to last year in a last-second field goal for the SEC? Was that Bama, Georgia? Who's that?
They beat Bama, didn't they?
Who did they lose to? Texas.
I think they
Was
lost
it
to,
Texas A&M or
I
Texas?
think they lost to a division opponent. Let me check it quick.
I think you're right, Fish. They did beat Bama.
Yeah, no, they beat
Because they
Bama.
came close 2 years ago, and then they beat them. And I was going to say the reason everybody thinks they're going to dominate is because they've been ascending, and they came close against Bama 2 years ago, beat them last year. So
Okay.
Yeah,
They could
but
beat
here's
Bama.
what people don't understand, though. Is any team can beat. So if you're from another conference, you play Alabama, okay? You beat Alabama. And then what happens after you play Alabama? You go back to playing the cupcakes that are in your division. What people don't understand is the SEC is that after you play Alabama, you got to play Georgia. After you play Georgia, you got to play LSU. After you play LSU, you got to play Ole Miss. You got to play Tennessee.
Hey, Kev.
You have to play Florida. That's
It's-
what people don't understand about the SEC. Is
Hey,
other
Kev.
than Vanderbilt, there is no off week.
But Texas might be built to take on that load.
Yeah, I thought
But
Texas
what
was.
I'm saying, I'm not
SEC.
saying Texas ain't going to be good. I'm just saying people are expecting them to come in and dominate the SEC and have like 0 losses or 1 loss. I don't think that's going to. I don't think
Man,
that's going to happen.
Texas
Alabama is
competitive.
over with.
Texas will be competitive.
Well, yeah, I know that.
Alabama is over with, man.
Why? Because Nick Saban left?
Nick Saban left, and plus NIL. Only way people was going to Alabama because they were paying players. Now everybody can pay players. Alabama is over with.
And
That shit is
Michigan-
dead.
Michigan's over with.
See, we can say the same thing about Michigan.
How?
How?
Who is
What do you
that?
mean, how?
That's Steve.
What did he say?
He said how.
How?
What do you
What
mean,
are
how?
you talking about?
Cody was in here for a
Michigan
second.
is
Pitch. I don't know what
over.
happened to him.
Michigan is
Yeah.
over with.
Michigan isn't going to be good this year. They got caught cheating last. And
Nah.
You say Michigan ain't gonna be Michigan gonna win the Big Ten this year.
they got caught cheating. And Harbaugh's gone. They've been exposed.
They've been exposed. We just won a championship. What you mean?
Well, but you got caught cheating.
They're not. They're not going to be the same team. They're not going to be bad, but they're not going to be the same team.
They gonna win the Big Ten?
Hey, so, ask you a question. Do you ever think before you talk?
Now when it comes, hey, Steve,
Steve.
when it comes to the Blazers, when it comes to the
Hey,
Blue and
Steve,
A's,
Ain't
no.
nobody in their right mind want to go to fucking Alabama and play football for Alabama unless you paying me some extra money. You ain't going to
Right.
Alabama.
I don't care about Alabama.
What are you talking about then?
They gotta
My
this-
like this is, I can see Alabama decline without Nick Saban. With Michigan losing to Harbaugh and whatever, they're not going to be the same team either.
We gonna
Be
beat
right back.
Ohio State.
Huh?
We gonna beat Ohio State.
I hope you do, because I hate Ohio State. I can't stand Ohio State.
Who is your team?
My team? Gold and blue through and through.
Who?
Gold and blue through and through.
Who the fuck is that?
Oh, see, you don't know nothing. It's Notre Dame, man. How old are you?
Man, I'm
Oh,
not
that's right.
talking to him, man. Hey, on to the next topic. Hey, Catch, what's the
Most
next topic?
overrated preseason team in college
there is
football.
no next
Your game
topic.
ain't winning shit
And
in
whatever
Wheaton.
you want to talk about, Zoe, it's Friday free
Yeah,
for
we're
all.
gonna talk about a new topic. He talking about Notre Dame. Man, nobody worry
Hey,
about
Zoe, why don't we do a video together busting on Notre Dame together?
Let's do it whenever you ready.
Yeah,
Like,
and you know
let's
what?
be for real.
You got, and
Y'all
you
ain't-
guys can correct
Y'all
me.
ain't
Fish,
been
use
since
your,
Matt K, your
Fish,
left
use your
arm.
school.
Hey, Zoe, let's talk about the 70s Vikings. About that.
Hey, Fish, use your college.
This 2020.
Michigan,
Oh, okay.
because of Jamie Morris.
So
Y'all tripping. Talking about
my mom's a Michigan
and
fan.
matter of
my
fact,
mom's a Michigan fan, so I can't.
and the
hate
crazy part is
Michigan.
though, Catch, Sherrod Moore, who the head coach now, beat Ohio State when Harbaugh wasn't
Well, that's
calling
because
play.
Day sucks as a head coach for Ohio State. As long as she's
I
the head
know
coach.
Yeah, Ryan Day does suck.
Yeah, as
He
long as
did.
she's the head coach.
I'd worry about-
Shit. And I think we
I'd
all
worry
agree.
about Penn State this year.
I think everybody on this
Worry
chat
about
right
what?
now agrees that we all love it when Ohio State
Hold
fucking
on.
sucks.
Who just said that? Who said something about Penn State?
I'd worry about Penn State this year.
They ain't got no quarterback. Drew Aller is ass.
The only team you really have to worry about in the Big Ten this year, because their defense is just a notch below Iowa's. But if their freshman quarterback can play like people think he's going to be,
is Nebraska because they have the players
Come on,
other
man.
than the
We're not
quarterback.
doing that
position.
tonight, Catch. We're not doing that.
Nebraska hasn't.
We're not doing that.
See, so you think that Michigan is like the most, greatest
We
team
not
ever?
doing
No one
that.
can compete with that. No team can sneak up and get Michigan. All this bullshit. No, Nebraska has the players. Nebraska has got the quote unquote black shirt defense back, and they have a quarterback who's actually, if the quarterback plays like he's supposed to, Nebraska is going to be like the old Nebraska.
That's a pretty big if.
Now, Michigan.
Yeah, that's a really big if.
Yeah, okay, but it's also a big if to think that Michigan is not going to slide.
How? Our defense is still solid.
You
What
can't
is-
say that Michigan's not going to slide, though.
Y'all
are the
think
West
they're gonna
Coast
slide
teams
because
gonna be
y'all
like?
outside looking in.
That's all. Something outside looking in is actually better than inside looking out.
No, Michigan's still good.
We're not saying that. We're
And we
just saying
and we got the best running back in college football.
no one cares.
Who
about
runs
that.
the ball?
Jonathan Edward.
Michigan does.
I'm just saying that. You act like Michigan is going to be the same exact team it was last year, just as dominant
There
as
you
it
go.
was last year. It's not going to be because the head
What-
coach.
We gonna win the Big Ten though. Shit,
That's not
what
saying
about that?
Zoe.
I think that's more of the other teams than what Michigan is.
Zoe, winning the Big Ten is no big deal.
It is when we lost.
It's no big deal winning the Big Ten.
It is the big deal. We don't want Ohio State to win that motherfucker.
That's
I
a
think,
really
we all, I
competition.
think we can all agree that no one wants Ohio State.
Nobody wants Ohio State to win.
Come on, I
What are
want the
the
next
West
Ohio
Coast
State
teams?
quarterback to come out.
What's up, Chad?
What are the West Coast teams that are going to join us?
USC, UCLA, Oregon, and Washington.
I mean, do they have decent teams?
Washington's going to take a major step back because they only have 2 returning starters.
They lost a lot of people.
Washington.
They lost a lot of people.
They lost 20 of the 22 starters. Southern Cal's defense is horrible. So they're probably going to be the worst. Oregon is probably going to compete will probably be the best of all the teams coming in.
Hey, Ken,
What?
you know who calling plays for Ohio State this year?
Kevin O'Connell? No, I don't know.
No, Chip Kelly.
Oh, that's right. He left being a head coach at UCLA to go be an offensive coordinator. That's right.
He went to Ohio State to call plays.
Yeah, he is ass. He was at Boston College last, I think.
Wow.
His bullshit ass offense ain't gonna do shit in the Big Ten.
Wow.
Exactly, DB.
The one team that might finish last in the Big Ten is Minnesota. They lost 29 players.
They lost 29 players in the transfer portal. They lost so many players they couldn't even put on a spring game. You know how embarrassing that is? Yeah.
Damn,
They
I
lost
didn't know
29 players in the transfer portal.
that. He said
29.
new coach in Michigan. First off, the coach in Michigan was the OC last year, and he was the head coach for what, 3 or 4 games last year?
Yeah, but come on, man.
Yeah, during the suspension, yep.
Yeah, so during the suspension, you know damn well Harbaugh is like, this is what we're going to do. This is the game plan.
Hell no. Harbaugh went there to that. Harbaugh went there to
come
that
on,
play
Zoe.
on
Come
special
on.
teams.
So are you that naive? Really?
Come on, Zoe.
Are you really that?
Harbaugh had that burner flip phone.
Thank you. If there was ever a time to have
S 4 times.
Hey, Jim Harbaugh.
a crack phone,
Hey, do you remember
Yeah.
all the amount of time you used to get ejected from games and come back in that costume?
That was Oscar Wilde Moore.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you think Michigan is actually going to do what they did last year, then you fell down the steps and you hit your head on every step on the way down.
No, all I said was they're gonna win the Big Ten. That's all I said.
Well,
they could because the rest of the team suck.
could, yeah.
yeah, but it's
There's
like I
really-
said, Zoe, winning the Big Ten is no big deal.
It is
Right.
though. We don't want Ohio State to win.
That's okay.
Well,
Of how
that's
many
everybody.
games?
I don't think Ohio State's only going to have one loss. I think Oregon's going to beat Ohio State. Nebraska's going to beat Ohio State.
That's good.
Yeah.
You guys are discounting Penn State. I'm telling you, Penn State's going to be
Penn State
good.
ain't got
Wait,
no
wait, wait, wait,
quarterback.
Penn State ain't got a
agree
quarterback,
with you.
man.
Have you seen that quarterback play?
Who is their quarterback?
Drew Aller. Have you seen him play or you seen highlights?
Who?
Drew Aller.
Who?
Exactly.
T-Bag.
I will say though, they
I
probably
thought
have the
I seen
best
a thing last year. Drew Holler's stats were comparable
They
with
probably-
J.J. McCarthy's stats last year.
Yeah, but the defense was not as good as Penn State. I will say Penn State's probably got the best head coach in the Big Ten now.
Who's their head coach? Is it
James Franklin. That
It
dude
is still
won.
Franklin,
That dude
okay.
won at Vanderbilt.
Well, you know who you guys are all sleeping on? Fucking Penn State. Okay, you're all fucking sleeping on Penn
They don't
State.
have a quarterback.
That's what
They
I've
got
been
a
saying.
quarterback.
Penn State.
No, dude, it doesn't matter.
It
Dude,
do matter.
they have a
I don't
quarterback.
know
They don't
about
have.
that.
Listen,
I agree. Penn
Chad, I
State-
just said they have the best coach in the Big Ten.
Yeah, and I said Penn State.
They
Don't count out Penn State.
don't sleep on Penn State. I mean,
Don't. I agree with Chad. Don't. You better
They got
not
the
sleep on
ugliest
Penn
uniforms
State.
in all of college football,
Steve,
by the way.
hey,
It looks
Steve,
like they
you
lost
an
their
Irish
uniforms in a
fan.
bus fire and had to go to Academy Sports.
And
to
what's
get-
Who?
that mean, so
Penn
that I'm
State?
an Irish fan?
They got the worst
What's
uniforms
that mean?
ever.
What the
well, the worst
what
uniforms in
conference do you
Oregon?
belong
Oregon's
to?
like 30 different brands of ugly.
I think
What
Steve's
conference
gonna
do you
say something.
belong
We
to?
can barely hear you, Steve. Hold on. What were you saying, Steve?
Are you going to start this? Hey, look, we play 12 games just like every other fucking team. in college
I said, what
football.
conference do you belong to?
We don't have
you
to go
don't.
to a
You
conference.
Never
you cherry pick your Notre Dame cherry picks their freaking games, and you know it.
No, they
Okay.
have to play.
No, no,
They
no,
have
no.
to play.
Strength of schedule is never
They have to play 4
strong
teams
with
from
Notre Dame.
the
Hey,
ACC.
Notre Dame is probably the most prestigious school, and a lot of teams want to play Notre Dame so they can get recognition by playing. Why? One, because Notre Dame's on television. They're on television, NBC. Yes,
Because they got their own network deal.
right.
They got their own
Right.
private network deal. Dude, don't talk shit to me about college football.
They
They got
Hey,
their private
up
network
until-
deal.
I'll
They
talk
cherry pick
shit
their
easily.
fucking schedule.
The
Up
They
Irish
until-
refuse
ain't
to
shit.
go into
Why
a
we even-
conference or
Why we even talking about them? They
Up
ain't
until
win
2
shit.
years
They
ago.
ain't
I
shit.
know.
Why we talking about them?
They ain't been relevant since Lou Holtz.
Exactly. What the
up
fuck we
until
talking
2
about
years
them?
ago.
Fish, do not bring up the name Lou Holtz to a Minnesota fan.
Up until 2 years ago, when
they
they
stole
played,
they stole an undefeated season from my Michigan State Spartans because they fucking
Hold on,
cheated in
wait.
recruiting.
Time out. We ain't trying to hear shit about Michigan State neither.
Oh,
God.
they suck. Don't worry about that. They're not even in the topic this year. But when we were good, they freaking stole it because they fucking cheated. And we got one loss and didn't get to go to the Natty because Notre Dame cheated.
how did Notre Dame cheat?
Recruiting.
Now you know them nice Catholic
Okay.
boys would
First
never
of
do
all,
nothing.
You know
first of all, that is
Oh,
the
you're a
first
Notre
time.
Dame fan. Get
First,
the shut
first
up,
of
man.
all, that is the first time I've ever heard of anything of Notre Dame cheating. That is
Chad.
one of the hardest schools to get into.
Wait a minute. Chad, how long ago are you talking?
20. When was
Oh,
it?
recently.
It wasn't
That's-
that long ago.
That's recently
It
then.
was-
Notre Dame is one of the hardest schools to get into. They don't lower their academic standards.
Yeah.
Why the
How
fuck
do
you
you-
know?
Catch,
Whatever.
I got to tell you something. It ain't that hard because they had some dumbasses from Minnesota on that damn
The
football.
only person they ever lowered they ever lowered their scores for was Tony Rice because Lou Holtz wanted them so bad. That's why Urban Meyer never became head coach.
Damn, dude, you sound like Joe Biden. What the? Are you gonna keep lying to us?
And what do you mean they cheat?
First of all, when it comes to Notre Dame, they're not my favorite school, but I don't dislike them. That's why Notre Dame that's why it's hard to win at Notre Dame because they don't lower their standards like pretty much all other
Put it this
schools.
way. Here's the thing with Notre Dame. This is what pisses off Gopher fans. When Holtz came to Minnesota, he had it out in his contract that if the Notre Dame job opens up, he could take it. Okay.
Right.
So what happened? The job opened up. He took it. He leaves us a week before a bowl game, first bowl game in like 10 years. But the worst part was he took that recruiting class with him to Notre Dame. Tony Rice was supposed to be at the University of Minnesota. Chris Zorich was supposed to be at the University of Minnesota. Stams was supposed to be at the University of Minnesota. They all ended up at Notre Dame. All those that Notre Dame class that
Man, listen
that
here,
he
man.
had was supposed
Y'all,
to be Minnesota.
I mean, y'all talking about all the off-cast college teams.
And recruiting.
All what?
It's
All the what?
just making a comment, Zoe.
So all the off what?
Huh?
Off the what?
You say who?
No, the comment you just made.
No, the
Off
comment you
cast?
just made. Do you remember it?
I remember. What the fuck? This motherfucker crazy. Do I
You
remember?
said all the
You
Yeah,
fucking- I'm gonna read the
Pass
pass
off football teams.
off the what?
off the what?
Pass offs.
What?
What does that term mean?
Yeah.
I'm saying they irrelevant.
First,
He's saying Michigan
Notre
is the
Dame-
best
Notre
bad
Dame-
team in
First of
FPL.
all,
Who's
okay,
the
Notre Dame will never be irrelevant ever. They can go 0-10, and they'll be more relevant than 99% of the schools out there.
Man, shit. Okay.
That is a Michigan fan talking about Notre Dame right there.
No, I'm saying, I
So,
don't never hear nobody talk about their ass.
what are you talking about? Everybody talks about Notre Dame.
Yeah, everybody talks about
About
it.
Yeah,
Everybody
in
talks
the
about
preseason they
About
get ranked
what?
14th and
About
then they
what?
start losing.
Fish is telling you they get every week. They get highly ranked every year by everybody, but they never finish where they're ranked. Notre Dame will always be one of the most relevant.
I ain't never had a conversation with nobody, and they told me Notre Dame could win a national title.
You have to broaden your
watch-
horizons.
Just watch college
Broaden your
football.
horizons of who you talk to.
Yeah,
I talk to a lot
watch
of people,
the college football preview shows, and you'll see some people picking Notre Dame.
and they don't know shit what they
They
be talking
do it
about.
every year, dude. They pick them every freaking
Yeah,
year.
So at least
And they
at
be
least a
wrong
couple
every year.
people-
So why the fuck am I listening to them?
every
20
couple
That's
people
true.
every year pick Notre Dame to win.
Yeah.
And they be wrong. So why the fuck am I
2014.
listening to them?
And
2014
jealous.
is when your ass has got sanctioned
jealous
for
of Notre
fucking
Dame.
cheating, and the only loss Michigan State had was a 3-point loss to the Notre Dame cheating ass.
Don't say they're not my team. They're Steve's team.
That's
Well, you're the one defending them.
How do you
Well,
cheat?
because there's a lot of misinformation out there
How
about
do you
Notre
cheat?
Dame. And people hate Notre
Explain
Dame
to
just
me.
because they're Notre Dame.
Great academic school.
Overrated.
Bunch of good Catholics. A bunch of good Catholics. Great academic school. Yep. They play soft schedules. They cherry pick who they play.
I
Hey, Chad.
disagree on the soft schedule part.
Hey, Chad, how do you cheat in recruiting?
By illegally recruiting. Well, guess what? They had to forfeit their season. Why don't you go look it up? Go look it up.
Is illegal.
2014.
I'm gonna turn into a pumpkin. Have a good night, fellas.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm gonna get going
Look
too.
it up.
All right, fish.
have a good one.
See y'all later also. Bye, guys.
Take
All
care.
right, T-Rad.
Right? They forfeited. Notre Dame had to forfeit all their wins in 2014 or 2013 actually. It was the 2013 season.
Talk
Yeah.
to, yeah, Chad, talk your shit. Nobody worry about no damn fine Irish. Shit.
Yeah.
You better,
Great
you better worry
academic
about the Fighting
school,
Irish.
man. Great academic school.
You better worry about the Fighting Irish.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why? Whoever got drafted good from Notre Dame?
Okay, so first of all,
You really want to know if
you
there's
told
no?
me to look it up. You
No,
told me to look it
I
up.
can tell you right now, one of the greatest motherfuckers that ever played defensive tackle went to Notre Dame
Recently.
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 You told me to
Yeah.
look up the sanctions. I just looked up the sanctions. It had nothing to do with the team itself. It was a student advisor who took tests for the players. That the
Man,
coaches
fuck all
staff-
that. When
Nothing
last
about.
time somebody
So
got
those are the
drafted
sanctions.
there?
Oh, wait. You just said they have to be smart to get in. You just said that Notre Dame
Hey, you could be smart and
You
still
know,
have someone smarter than you.
academically, you have to be smart, and that's why they don't get good players.
Hey, you can be smart and still have someone
first
smarter
of
than
all-
you take a test.
Hey,
If you gotta make up a girlfriend, you ain't that smart.
yeah, I
Okay.
was just about to say that, Tony. You crazy. I was just
Hey,
about to use
hey,
him, man.
Okay,
How the
so
fuck
the
you steal my shit?
most smart people are the ones who fucking fall for the cult shit too.
I was just about to say that
Just
shit.
because
You
you're
gotta
smart,
make up a
just
girlfriend.
because you're book smart, don't mean you have a lick of common sense.
Oh,
He made up a whole
Where the
girlfriend.
hell do you get off saying that Notre Dame don't get good players?
oh.
I didn't say that. He said it.
Who said it?
You said they don't have as easy of a time getting good players because they take their academics so seriously.
No,
And
I
not
said
everybody can
I
play
said
for
they
Notre Dame.
from. I said
Unless-
guys that they
unless
got from
you're
Minnesota were
seven-
some dumbasses.
Why
The
would
ones they got from Minnesota were some dumbasses. Okay, you don't have to be that smart to go to Notre Dame. You
I
don't.
didn't say you did. He did.
You got they took some motherfuckers out of the Twin Cities. I'm like, this motherfucker can't even read a goddamn cereal box, but he gonna be starting at Notre Dame.
Yep. And somebody's gonna take his test for him.
That's why they ain't shit.
They ain't shit.
But here's the thing, though. Notre Dame isn't doing what the other colleges aren't doing. Because I'll tell you what, them SEC schools, you can look at Lewisine and see them motherfuckers is all a bunch of dumb as a box of rocks. Okay?
Hey, I got into an SEC school.
And what
I got
did
into
Notre
an
Dame don't
SEC
do?
school,
Notre Dame
everybody.
doesn't- What was it that Michigan did? Pass signs or stolen signs and shit, whatever. And they got in trouble for that and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, they got caught.
An asterisk
Listen,
beside that
wait a
shit.
minute.
But
Every
what do that
team
really
does
mean,
it.
though?
They got
Okay.
What do
caught.
that really mean?
Okay.
No, what Michigan did is Michigan sent staff members to other teams, okay, and they filmed them, and but they got caught.
Here's I'm gonna tie this into the Vikings. Do you know who narked on Harbaugh? The same guy that gave him the bullshit when he applied for the job with the Minnesota Vikings and said he didn't want to take Harbaugh away from Michigan because he's a Michigan backer, the brother Jamal Stevenson. He's the one that narked on Harbaugh. It's personal. It was personal. Had nothing to do. It was just Stevens being an ass.
But can I ask y'all the question, though? Hey, Cash and Tony, everybody else, can I ask y'all the one question, though?
What?
Don't every week you change your signals up anyway?
But that's why you're not
Sometimes
supposed
you
to-
do, sometimes you don't.
And that's also another reason why you're not quote unquote supposed to record practices.
You're not supposed to record practices or
No, I
nothing.
understand, though, but ain't you supposed to change your signals?
Yeah, but
anyway?
if you change the
You're
signals,
supposed to,
and the team
yeah.
you're playing, and the team you're playing is recording your practices, they're going to know your new signals anyway.
Teams used to have spies at other teams' practices.
Yeah, that shit ain't.
That's
That
what- how do you think
Hey, Tony.
the Raiders
Hey,
got
I don't
Tony.
think that, to be
Lip
honest with you,
readers, exactly. Lip
I don't
readers.
think they should have got
Yeah.
trouble, to be honest with you.
Hey,
I
at
don't
the
think they
end of
should
the
have got
day,
trouble.
football, you either run it or throwing the football. At the end of the day, you got to stop the other team for throwing or running the football.
Bottom line, like you said, Zoe, you're right. Bottom line
That's
is
all it takes.
everybody runs the same plays. It's got different terminology, different personnel. Everybody runs the same plays. Ain't nobody changing the game.
Stop it.
You still got to stop them. You can have the whole damn playbook and know what the hell they're going to do.
And
If
you
you
still
can't
lose.
stop them, that's on you.
Hey, you guys know the Lions slap on the wrist for contact at practice? You know who knocked them out?
Oh,
Our own player,
oh.
Jalen Reeves Maven. But he had to because he is the president of the Players Association.
Who the fuck is that?
Linebacker.
And
He's a linebacker.
He's a special teams. He's excellent. He's like probably our best special teams player.
Oh wow, he real good.
Yeah, he's he makes tackles. Yeah, but he is the head of the for the Players Association, and he had to report it, or he's risks losing that. And the Lions got a slap on the wrist.
Yeah, they did. What
Well,
happened?
so did you know what? So did the Falcons
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Falcons got a big slap on the
for
wrist.
tampering. But that's because guess what? The McKay dude is on the competition committee.
If any other team did what the Falcons did with Cousins,
You say
they
who,
would have
Tony?
lost. They would have lost the draft pick.
Who is that?
They would have
He's-
probably lost the first round draft pick.
He's part of the Falcons front office.
Yeah,
Oh.
Rich McKay is like a president of football operations.
Yeah, he's a president of football operations, so he
He's
knew
on
it.
like a competition committee who handpicked
Yeah,
him.
he knew all about it.
He should have recused himself from the investigation
See-
from the film.
No, you got to do what's right. Take the slap on the wrist. Lions aren't even mad at him.
No,
I mean,
for the Lions, yeah, I get that. But we're talking about the Falcons. The Falcons essentially got the same punishment that the Lions got
Yeah, the Lions didn't
for
get in.
tampering.
we
Yeah.
lost one practice.
Yeah, the
The
Falcons.
Lions- I think the Lions lost what, a draft choice, a fifth
No,
round.
we lost one practice.
right, and the
In
Falcons
the
didn't even,
OTAs. In the OTAs, we lost our last OTA practice.
yeah, and the Falcons didn't even lose that. And what they
Oh,
did was
by the
far
way,
worse.
If they do go to the 18-game schedule, the Players Association wants to get rid of OTAs altogether.
Why would they do that?
You're only going to have training camp.
Yeah,
Oh, I
Yeah,
can
straight
understand.
training camp, and then they want to go to
Oh,
two.
yeah,
One,
ship
no,
OTAs ain't ship for what?
one
2-3
rookie,
days?
one rookie camp.
No, it's like a week and a half.
Like a week.
It's one
That ain't
one rookie.
shit though.
Tony, that's one rookie camp.
Mhm.
Then it's so basically right now you have all these OTAs, all these little
Yeah.
bullshit mini practices, whatever. When they go to the 18-game season, it's going to be one rookie draft, one rookie mini draft, mini
The rookie
camp
mini
after,
camp, and then
after the draft, and then after that, it's going to be like it was in the past. They're going to go straight from the off season to training camp.
To
There's
training
not gonna
camp.
be any
Yeah,
of those
all
other-
these
And only 2 preseason games.
I could agree
Yeah.
with that. I would like that.
But what I like is teams are now getting with teams where coaches can keep their players under control, and I like the scrimmages that they do. You know, like we did with the Giants last year, and who else?
Well, that's
there's
because they don't want the.
we
the
used to
starters
get with
playing
it.
the
We used to
preseason.
get with the Chiefs all the time, and then they just started fighting. And then the last time we got with the Chiefs, if I remember right, Brock
They call
Lesnar
Brian- they call-
got into it.
And the defensive tackle for the defensive end for the Chiefs goes. I think it was Brian. It was either Corey Stringer or Bryant McKinney. I can't remember. He's like, man, that tackle's ass for the Vikings.
He said that. He said that to McKinney.
Yeah, dude, come on, man. McKinney was.
He said that to
anything but-
McKinney.
He may have been an ass personal wise, but he was not an ass tackle.
That's the same. That's the same draft. What happened was they hit Dante.
Yeah.
They started hitting Dante, and they had Brock off on the other side of the field. Brock heard the yelling. He saw Dante getting into it with like 3 Chiefs. Brock ran his ass across the field to help out Dante. He almost started a damn riot.
Can you imagine Bryant McKinney and Brock Lesnar walking up to you to break up a fight?
Oh God!
And Phil Lodeholm.
And it ain't like those Chiefs. The Chiefs.
Well, yeah, Phil Lodeholm was a
Great.
gentle giant. McKinney and Lesnar were not nice people.
McKinney was actually, as big as McKinney was, he had his moments where he was soft.
Yeah.
He did.
Take care, guys.
All right, Steve.
Okay, Steve.
Y'all be
Hey,
safe.
so where you guys got the Vikings? You guys think you can top out the Bears this year? I mean, our division, the NFC North, is the probably the best division in the whole league.
I want to say I'll say
I say it's either the NFC or the AFC North.
You think?
Both the Norths are good. Yeah.
Yeah, both the Norths are the best 2 divisions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the last place team in both those divisions is going to be probably better than second.
The last place team is probably going to be 9 or 8 or 8 and 9.
Yeah.
So they're still going to be in the hunt for a wild card.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Gotta tell y'all this though, man. Don't sleep on the Steelers.
Who's the quarterback going to be? Is it going to be Russell?
Yeah.
It's going to be
far,
Russell.
Russell
Yeah.
Wilson is his first team quarterback right now.
Yep.
Hmm.
He's
Well,
still
Justin Fields is trying to get out of there because he's bitching and
still
moaning.
better than
like,
Kenny Pickett.
yeah.
Shit.
Dude, I saw. Is it true they had him doing quarterback or running back drills and shit?
They had him playing special teams,
They had him playing special
Oh,
teams.
I don't think that was true though.
returning kicks. And
No,
shit.
I saw a post where they were
It was
like,
true.
"Oh man, he's practicing at running back."
They want to get him on the field somehow. They want to get him on the field with
Yeah,
Wilson.
they want him. He
Well,
was
hey.
returning. He was returning punts or kicks. I can't remember.
Yeah. And then he went on there and bitched and moaned about it.
Yeah.
Hey, we can't deny Fields is a weapon, man. He
I
is
think
a
it all. I think with the Lions, it all depends on if your head coach, how he coaches. Is he going to be more? Is he going to be more conservative? Is he going to take a field goal when it's 4th and 5 as opposed to going?
Well, they
for
got
it?
a kicker this year, I think. So.
Right. So that to me be a little bit more safer on the head coach. I understand going for it on 4th down, but not going for it on every 4th down.
Bottom line is the team's got to stay
And-
healthy too.
And every year is different. I'm not saying the Lions aren't going to be good, but are they going to be as good as they were last year? We don't know. Every year is different.
with the schedule. I got him at 11 wins.
So
I got Minnesota like 10-7.
yeah,
I got
so-
the Lions at 11. I got the Packers at 10.
see, to me, it all depends on the quarterback play for the Packers.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Most of it, we're going to be
That-
beating up each other in the division. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's true. Can Jordan Love has only got 8 games that he was freaking outstanding in.
Right. And
They made
bad
the playoffs at 9-8. So I mean, Green Bay fans think he's like the next greatest thing. He's not proved anything yet. At least we know what. I know what Jared Goff is. Lions fans know exactly what Jared Goff is. He's a serviceable game manager that's accurate and smart.
The bad Jared Goff is still better than a lot of the quarterbacks in the league.
Mm-hmm. You know, he comes in with top 5 stats, but I don't see him as a top 5 quarterback.
I don't think he's top 5. But
I think he's probably around 9 or 10.
He a top 10 quarterback.
Yeah, he's not top 5. He's nowhere near 5.
He top 5. He top 10 though.
Yeah,
top 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think Purdy's all that good. I think Purdy just has the perfect supporting cast around him with the O-line, the running game.
Purdy's in the right
Hey,
situation.
Chad.
Yep.
Hey, let me ask y'all this though. 'Cause I'm gonna do a video about this next week though, but fuck it. Y'all know next year Brock Purdy contract is up. Do y'all think San Fran will draft another quarterback in this year upcoming draft to replace Brock Purdy?
It depends on who's there, really, where they're drafted and who's there. If there's nobody there, that they like,
let's be real. Brock Purdy is not worth no $50 or $45 million.
Well, that's what I was getting ready to say. That's what I was getting ready to say is Brock Purdy's our starting quarterback, but
you know what? The Niners will also, if they need to, they'll make a trade for a quarterback.
But if you look at Brock Purdy compared to Trevor Lawrence, Purdy had a way better NFL career so far.
You know who could be on the trading block? Tua.
That's another possibility because
ain't got no backup quarterback though.
Okay, here's the thing. Question for you guys: do you guys think Trevor Lawrence is a franchise quarterback?
A what?
A franchise quarterback?
No,
Trevor Lawrence.
No.
I don't think he's as good as Goff. I'll be honest. He's more athletic. But if you put Trevor Lawrence on the Lions, he's not going to do what Goff can do.
Both these guys have been in the league the same amount of time.
They have.
Their stats are identical.
Mm-hmm.
People think one guy is a franchise quarterback and the other guy is bum.
Who they think a franchise quarterback is? Oh, Trevor.
Some people are saying Trevor Lawrence is a franchise quarterback.
No,
There's
Trevor
another
Lawrence
quarterback who has their stats are identical.
Trevor Lawrence is a franchise quarterback because of where he was
the same exact stats as the same amount of wins, everything. And they say he's a bum. Daniel Jones. Jones and Trevor Lawrence have identical numbers.
Daniel Jones is garbage.
Right.
He's not garbage.
Trevor Lawrence is garbage.
He's not garbage.
Oh, but what I'm saying is people think Daniel Jones is garbage. They think Trevor Lawrence is a Hall of Fame franchise quarterback.
I don't think Trevor Lawrence is not a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Trevor Lawrence is horrible.
No, I'm not talking about us. I'm just talking in general.
Yeah, the media.
Yeah, the media. Their stats are identical.
Okay, this is the same media, like we said before, Catch, that said the Vikings can't win without Kirk.
Right.
And now thinks they're not going to win because they don't have Kirk.
I like Darnold. I think Darnold is going to fill in just fine for you guys this year until JJ McCarthy.
Darnold ain't going to do shit.
He's going to fill in just fine. You just have to have a top 10 defense, okay? That's what you need.
At least we'll probably have hopefully 12.
And this is the best surrounding cast that Darnold has ever had.
Yeah, and he's actually got a legit offensive coach.
Yeah.
Dude, and I love Aaron Jones. I love Aaron Jones.
Oh, we do too.
We do too. We just got to use him.
We just hated the fact that he played for the Packers.
Yeah, we gotta use him. I mean, that's where KOC's got to run the ball. He's got.
And your old line's improved this year, so.
Yeah, our old line's pretty good.
Okay, somebody please explain to me where the fuck this old line got better.
I don't know.
They're not
another year of experience.
We're not the 23rd ranked offensive line anymore.
They for damn sure ain't top 5.
They ain't top
No,
5.
no,
They're not even
no.
10.
No, they don't have to be top 5.
I seen that shit on some power ranking though.
Zoe, how many times I tell you, stop reading Football
But-
Focus. They don't know
No,
shit.
I mean,
No, I'm saying though. No, I
well, to me,
agree
the
with.
weakest link in the offensive line is the center.
And
Yep.
I ain't gonna lie to you though. In
The
the
off-
offensive
the
line,
guards are bad.
hey, Cash, let's be for real.
I just said Bradbury was the weakest link. I didn't say
The offensive line play like bitches when they play against a good defensive line.
And the
And
one
we
thing,
handled
the
and the
49ers
biggest bitch is Bradbury.
They handled the 49ers offensive line pretty well that
But
Sunday
they
night
were,
game.
but everybody, the 49ers were going through a funk that past couple of weeks. Everybody go through a funk.
And they had injuries too.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
what I
going
was
to
gonna say. They had a
judge the
bunch of
Viking O-line
injuries.
off of one damn game.
And I'll tell you what, if you want to criticize Shanahan for anything, he should have came in here and wiped that damn floor with the Vikings. That team played down to the Vikings. They did.
Yeah.
They played down. You had McCaffrey. McCaffrey was doing his thing. Purdy, his favorite receiver was Cam Bynum. You got Jordan Addison stealing balls from the goddamn defensive back.
They was
And
in
then
the
you
funk.
had fucking Kirk Cousins looking like Fran Tarkington.
But
Hey.
but then they lose a week before too though. Or the
Yeah.
week-
Yeah, they lost 3 in a row.
Yeah,
Still
they
up
had
to go.
injuries.
they was in a funk.
But the thing
Everybody
about-
go through that though.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if we had played them in the playoffs, they probably would have just beat our asses.
Hell yeah.
They probably would have.
With a healthy Debo and
Make
the
sure y'all
Trent
check out,
Williams.
Dave's show on Sunday.
Oh, I'll be definitely tuning in.
So you guys think Brandon Ayuk's going anywhere?
No, they said they keeping him.
Oh, they're keeping him.
They said they had a quote unquote good meeting.
Yeah, translation, until we get a good offer, you're still with us.
Yeah.
Right.
That's all it means. He's gone.
I made a video. I would like to see the Carolina Panthers get him or the Commanders.
He's better off with the Commanders.
Commanders would be really good if they got him.
Yeah, he's better off with the Commanders.
Him and
You
Scary Terry.
know what?
Yeah.
You go to Carolina, your career's over.
I'm just saying. I'm
The
just
only
saying.
people who want
Carolina,
to play.
no, I'm
for
just saying though. 'Cause Carolina don't have no wide receivers for real.
The only people who want to play for
Don't have a
Carolina
quarterback either.
are the people who went and are from Carolina.
No,
ain't
the
true.
people that want to play
That
for
ain't true.
Carolina are the people looking for money going into their second
look at-
contract.
I play for Carolina.
You pay? You pay?
Four free
Pay
agents.
me.
Yeah, 4 free agents. South Carolina Gamecocks all signed with Carolina.
Well, they don't have to fire to leave.
So that's
Well,
what I'm
they
saying.
need. Listen, dude. It's because they need their fans, and they figure getting these guys from the Gamecocks out there is going to bring fans in.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a name.
Well, and then, the biggest
They
problem
are the Gamecocks.
the biggest problem with Carolina now, I hate to say it, there's a new Daniel Snyder,
yeah,
Oh,
that
nobody
owner-
likes
and it's Tepper.
The whole problem is their whole front office is
Yeah.
fucked.
It's Tepper. It's
Who
it's
they
None
got?
of them
go.
can agree to disagree.
He's a good guy.
Ryan Smith tried to buy the Panthers, and the NFL for some reason told him no.
They
Ryan Smith,
they didn't want him to waste his money.
Ryan Smith is
I'm
like
kidding.
30.
It's
He's like 34 years old, and he's like a billionaire. He owns He owns
Hey.
the new hockey team, and I think he owns a basketball.
Oh, so he owns the Las Vegas
No, he owns the new Utah hockey team.
Oh, that
the Yetis.
Ryan Smith is his name. He's like 33 years old. He's worth like 8 billion or something like that.
Too bad he didn't buy the Pistons, man. He
did
couldn't be
he make his money in crypto?
Tech.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask y'all this.
All new billionaires made their money in tech.
So,
Same with Elon.
this is another show I do a video on next week. So who y'all think gonna be the first $60 million quarterback?
Jordan Love.
That's what I think too.
That'd be awesome. Spend all that money.
If it's Jordan Love, I'll be shocked.
I'll
be happy.
Yep.
Isn't Dak supposed to get paid?
Hey, Jen, by the
Next
way,
year.
I think he's got 2 more years, doesn't he?
yeah, hey, Jen, on the show, by the way, when we do these shows on Friday night, anybody can join. So you're more than welcome
Yep.
to come on.
You're more than welcome to join.
Thank you for make sure you like and subscribe to both of our channels. Yogi's channel, my channel, Zoe's channel. Make sure you subscribe to all of us because we talk Viking stuff all the time. This show is kind of different. It's free for all. We just talk about anything we want, but usually we do talk Vikings. So appreciate you joining and welcome to the Viking family.
Straight up.
Hey. So who is? I know who you're gonna say, and I'll agree with you. Who is the best receiver in the NFC North?
Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson.
I agree. Who's the second best receiver in the NFC North?
St. Brown.
Who's the third best?
I like DJ Moore.
I do too. You guys are all right on with me.
Yeah.
Who's the fourth best?
Ain't nobody
Keenan
seen Keenan Allen yet?
What's that?
What's wrong with Keenan Allen?
I was like,
He's not better than DJ Moore.
He gets hurt.
but he had a new team though, so we
He's
don't know how he's
older.
gonna
I
play.
know, yeah, and they play different styles. So I'll give.
And he gets hurt too much.
Yeah, but he might not. He might not because Chicago's really deep.
How much you want to get? He puts up 200 yards.
I will say it right now. Jordan Anderson has a better season than Allen.
If you do think so, he might. He's younger. Yeah, he might.
Bro, because you got to think about it. They got Romeo, Uze.
They got Dobbs, Watson.
Okay, what
Madison.
has Romeo Douzé proven?
No, I'm saying he a rookie. He probably the number one
Right,
wide
and people are
receiver.
saying that the Bears have like the best receiver core. They got they got a quarterback who's never played, and they have a rookie-
I won't go that
receiver
far.
who's never played.
No,
Yeah.
hell no.
Well,
I won't go
I
that
mean-
far.
Well, and that's just the press because it's Caleb.
I won't go that down far.
You know,
No, that's why people are picking the Bears to win the division because they have all these
No,
weapons.
that's not happening.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Chad.
I think the Bears
What?
finished last.
Who's your number 2 and number 3 wide receiver?
Number 2 is most likely going to be Jamison Williams.
Jameson Williams. Yeah.
Yep, and number 3 is going to be from Michigan. Help me out here.
Oh, y'all got somebody from Michigan?
Donovan Peoples-Jones will be number 3.
Oh,
Oh, he was in
Yep.
Cleveland.
Yep,
He won-
we got
he
Antoine
ain't been-
Green,
he
who's
ain't
up
been
and
in
coming.
the NFL yet.
Who?
Wow,
He-
so that's
Donovan Peoples-Jones?
Nah, he ain't did shit in the NFL yet.
No, but he's going to be our number 3.
He's
He's a
gonna-
big body
Yeah, no.
receiver to
No,
go with
Tony-
our big body tight ends.
man. That's
Dude, our receivers are going to be Jahmyr Gibbs too. I can promise you, he's going to get a lot of.
when you look at Green Bay's receivers, they don't have a true run, but they do have a bunch of 2 and 3.
No, they got
a lot of
3-2.
receivers.
They got
They
a
got
bunch of.
3-2.
They just got a bunch of guys that are going to catch passes.
Yeah, they got a lot of receivers. And they young.
Man, the NFC North has got some receivers, man.
And they think they got great tight ends, and they don't.
No, we got their best
I like
tight
Green
ends.
Bay this year though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No, I like them too,
The
but we
Vikings
don't
got-
know what Love's going to do. It
I
all
think Love gonna keep on
I
elevating.
think the top 3 teams in the division are going to be the Packers, the Lions, and the Vikings. I think the Bears.
is it in that order?
No, those are just the top 3 teams. I have no idea
Okay.
what order they're going to finish in.
The Bears are the great unknown. You changed everything but the head coach.
And he sucks.
Yeah, so that tells me right there.
He's the worst of the 4 head coaches in the NFC North.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah, and I'm honestly, I think if you were just going to change over, you should have just, if you're going to get rid of the offense coordinator, defense
Yeah.
coordinator, you should have just got the new head coach. So,
The Bears defense is not as good as it was.
Nope.
Mhm.
No, I like DJ Reader. I do, but they overpaid for him.
is he a Bear now?
Yeah.
He was last year. They traded for him.
Garrett Bradbury couldn't block him when he played for the Bengals, so I don't think he's going to be able to block
Right.
him now.
He played for the Lions, don't he?
Oh no, not DJ Reader. No, we got him. Yeah, we got
Well,
DJ
it doesn't
Reader.
matter. Gary Bradbury can't block Reader. He couldn't
No,
block
but
him
who
when he
did the
played
Bears
for
get? Who's the D tackle they got last year in the trade?
Sweat.
Yeah, Sweat. I like him.
He a DN.
He's a D end.
Or DN, but they overpaid for his ass.
You gonna do that sometime. They ain't
They're
paying
gonna,
nobody
yeah,
anyway.
they're gonna do that. They're gonna
They
do
ain't
that.
paying nobody right now. Shit.
No.
And
Yeah, but
Sweat,
what's-
and
at,
Sweat at low key for real. he turned that defense around.
Yep.
There was talk that they were trying to get what's his name in Chicago.
Chase Young.
Daniil.
Daniil Hunter. Yeah.
Yep.
All right,
They
so
wanted
let's do
Daniil.
a breakdown. So, who has the best quarterback in the North right now?
It's up for debate.
I
Goff
would say-
Goff
would
is
say it's
more
the Lions.
proven and consistent, but Love has more potential, is younger. But we're basing this off 8 games of last year because
Yeah,
Goff.
that's what I think. That's why I think Goff is better.
But I
because-
tell you this though, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. In that playoff game, in both of them games, Jordan Love played good in them games.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I totally agree.
was that more of the pack? Is that more of what the Cowboys shit on themselves? Or
That was more the Cowboys.
Yeah,
But he
Cowboys made a
against
lot of
the
mistakes.
49ers, though.
You know what? The Niners, though, that defense at times looked overrated as hell.
Yeah. But
Even
they-
against the Lions, didn't it? In the first half against the Lions, that defense looked so overrated.
Yeah, that defense looked. It actually looked old. It looked old.
So I would say Goff is the best quarterback. Then you got to put Love second, just because he's played more.
Mhm.
Darnold has the potential to be the second best quarterback. in the league.
Darnold is second or third for sure.
Yeah.
And then we got 2 unknowns. We got a guy that wears fingernail polish and high heels over there with the Bears, who has the potential. And then I really like JJ McCarty. I do. I think he needs seasoning. I don't
Yeah.
think you can feed him to the wolf yet.
Yeah, Darnold has the potential to be better than Love. It all depends. If
Uh,
the wheels fall off of Love and Darnold,
Then
has
Darnold's number 2
yeah, then Darnold will be number 2.
for sure.
Williams and JJ are incomplete right now. So
Because hey, if y'all really look at Jordan Love play last year, if you look at his games, the throws he threw to the wide receivers, they was all really drawing up. They were wide open wide receivers.
Okay.
Oh, my girl's
Do you
here.
know who threw the most uncatchable passes in the league at like 31%? 31% of his passes were totally uncatchable, not throwing the ball away. You know who that was?
Who?
Justin Fields.
Jordan Love. 31% of his passes throwing to a receiver, not throwing it away, were uncatchable. But then sometimes he just looks like freaking Brett Favre.
Yeah,
Sometimes he looks like he's going to work, and then other times he looks like a rookie, which is going to happen. If your quarterbacks are streaky.
well, we saw the OTAs with JJ. Oh man, he looks like he's a pro. Next practice, well, damn, you can tell he's a rookie.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: OTAs don't tell me shit.
No, it doesn't. It
Hey,
doesn't.
let me ask y'all this though. Why would JJ working out with Adam Thielen out of all the wide receivers?
Because Adam Thielen still lives in Minnesota.
Huh?
Probably
Adam Thielen-
locality.
Adam Thielen still lives in Minnesota. He probably needed some of the work.
I'm
They weren't.
No, like-
I don't think they were in Minnesota.
No, they wasn't.
No, they were down south.
Well, because
I'm-
JJ, from what I understand, is still in Minnesota.
Yeah, JJ. Yeah, he stayed, but Adam actually still. But they were practicing down south, I believe.
Like I heard, JJ hasn't left since he got here.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
No, he hasn't left. He's staying at the
I'm
hotel.
saying, though, how do you pick Adam Thielen out of all the wide receivers in the NFL to throw the
Because
football?
Adam Thielen is a
He's
NFL wide
proven.
receiver who was probably willing to do the work.
Yep, he's proven. He knows the routes. He knows the schemes.
Yeah.
He knows. He's been around the league. He
He's
had
a
a
reliable.
decent year.
He's a reliable veteran. Put it that way.
Yep.
He's a reliable
And-
veteran.
Yep. It's just like Bridgewater in
what-
Florida.
Does he
Jimmy-
really, Bob, or are you kidding?
Well,
Jameson-
James said they were practicing in Minnesota. Okay,
Yeah, like I said,
I
heard
thought they were practicing down south.
yeah, I heard JJ has not left the state since he got here.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
So, and Adam Thielen still lives in Minnesota, so I'm assuming that's probably why.
But also, you know what though? They're going to have Adam plays for the Panthers. They're also going to have Allen give JJ the rundown on the organization.
Yeah.
He's still a Viking.
Hey,
So
and
he-
I like Adam Thielen. I like him as a character.
I
He's
think
a
his
good-
name. I think his number should go in the Ring of Honor when he retires.
Huh?
Not before Sammy White.
You talking retire his number?
It probably will. It probably will be. You know that they only care about the new Vikings.
Shit.
No, the Ring of Honor. for
Okay, if
the
you're going to put somebody in there, put Anthony Carter in there.
They ain't retiring.
Chris
Moss is
Carter, in my opinion, isn't the best wide receiver you ever had. It's probably Randy Moss in my lifetime. But Chris Carter is my favorite as far as a person and talent.
He was a dick, dude. He was a dick.
Was he?
Randy Moss was a dick, but Randy Moss was actually is actually pretty.
Yeah, he was a dick.
low-key guy.
Carter was an asshole.
Yeah.
Carter was a straight up asshole.
Well, I don't get that news here in Michigan.
He
So
still is
everything I
today.
saw-
He still is.
He still is today.
Yeah.
Shit.
And we love him because he's a Viking. He's one of the best of all time, but he doesn't mean he's a nice guy.
No, Catch, you love him. I don't love him.
Okay. So
Well, that would be awesome.
AC should be going in this year. He should
Yes.
be. He
Okay.
should be.
we put all NFC North coaches in a cage. Who comes out?
Ours gets killed.
Campbell, because nobody will have kneecaps. He'll have bit them all off.
Our coach would be like, no, we can
Yeah.
work this out. So I would say, actually, you know what? I think the Packers coach would win because no one gets arrested for
LaFleur
child
is
abuse.
going to beat Campbell up. Okay.
No one wants to get arrested for child abuse.
Oh,
Yeah,
like that.
He does have. There are times where he's got pedo written all over him. For
Well,
goodness.
definitely the Bears coach and the Lions coach would probably be the two that fight it out, but no one wants to fight Dan Campbell.
so let's talk running backs. I mean, and I'll be honest with you, I like what you guys got. I honestly, in my opinion, I think you have the best, the second best running back group in the North. I think mine's best, but I'm biased.
Who runs the
Yeah.
ball anymore?
Who do you guys
To
have?
Lions,
No, who do you guys have for your running backs?
Jameer Gibbs and David Montgomery and Craig Reynolds and a rookie that's like
Aaron Jones is better than those guys. Good night, Dave. Appreciate you.
Good night, Dave.
Aaron Jones is better than both of those. Jameer Gibbs Jameer Gibbs reminds me of a David Palmer, Jarrett McKinnon type of guy. He's not going to carry the load. He's a catch the ball gimmicky guy. But as far as the guy toting the ball as the main running back running the plays, Jones is the best in the division.
so Jones is the best bell cow, followed by what other bell cow?
I would Jacobs if he could stay healthy,
Jacobs, if he stays healthy.
but he can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
Who's
And
running
then,
the ball for the Bears?
Swift.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not Swift.
Not
I think I would have put your guy above Swift, not Gibbs, the other one.
David Montgomery.
Yeah, I'd put Montgomery above Swift. Yeah, and then receiving back out of the backfield, it's definitely Gibbs. It would be the best one. Because we got Ty Chandler, he's pretty good at it, but he's not as good as Gibbs.
If they ever let Chandler on the field.
Yeah. And then the Packers, their backup is AJ Dillon. He's not a catch the ball out of the backfield type of guy.
Nope.
And then I don't know who the other guy is for the
Packers.
Lions, Packers, and the
It's
Bears.
the rookie they just drafted this year for the Packers just drafted this year.
No, the other Bears running back.
Oh, the Bears is Swift and Jesus.
The Bears probably have the worst running backs in the division.
Probably. I mean, Swift is electric. He's good. I like him, but he's too fragile.
I can kind of see. I bet you anything they're going to have Caleb running a bunch of draws this year.
Yeah.
Which would be a mistake.
If Caleb even wins the starting, he's got to. He's one.
He's-
Number
he-
one.
They already said
It's
he's the starter.
his to lose.
They already said he's the starter.
Yeah, it's his to lose. I mean, I don't even know who his backup quarterback is.
Yeah, like the next day he got drafted. The day he got drafted,
Yeah.
like the next day they said he was a starter.
Yeah, it's his to lose.
They do have a veteran backup.
The
I
Bears
just don't know
backup
who it is.
quarterback for 2024.
Yeah, I was gonna do it.
It's Brett Rypien. Good God.
Brett Ripken.
Oh, Brett Rippin?
Yeah.
Brett.
God.
At the top of the 2024 NFL.
Yeah,
draft.
they have the worst quarterback room in the
Yeah.
division.
Yeah.
That's bad. That's bad.
Yeah.
Now, because I know Hawkinson and I know what he can do, and I do know how good he is.
The Vikings have the best tight end group in the division.
Tight end group. I mean,
They have the best tight end group. It's not even close. The Vikings do.
yeah. Then the Bears
Because
think
we
they
got
do.
the Packers. We had the Packers' best tight end, Tunyon.
Yeah. And the Bears think they got the best. I mean, I see it all
So
the
Cole
time.
Kmet is good, but he's not Hawkinson.
No, he's not even Laporta, a rookie.
Right. So Hawkinson and Laporta are the two best tight ends. But
I
as a
gotta
group-
see what Hawkinson does when he comes back, though.
But as a
He'll be
group,
fine, dude. He played with us for 4 years.
Josh Oliver is the best.
Yeah, but he never had a major injury with you guys.
Yeah, he did.
Which one?
Not
Me?
a major, but he was injured. Not major, not a tore ACL, but
Yeah, this one is major.
Oliver is by far.
And he got paid, and he got married.
good God, I hope his wife's a vegan.
Oh, she's tiny. I saw that much.
Well, a lot of people look small next to TJ, but
Yeah, he just got
Oliver-
married. So
Oliver is the best backup tight end. He'd be a starter
what
on most teams.
are you saying? It's not Johnny Mund?
The best third string tight end in the NFL is Johnny Munn. Come on now.
We haven't even mentioned Josh Oliver, and he can actually catch the ball if they throw it to him.
That's what I'm saying. He's the best backup tight end in the division.
Yeah, he can actually catch the ball.
Probably in the NFL, he's probably the best backup tight end.
You know.
You're muted, Zoe.
I might get out of here, man. I gotta go Coney Island, man. I'm hungry as hell.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's-
1 o'clock.
Damn it.
I gotta be up at
Is that a restaurant?
7.
Y'all ain't got no Coney Island?
We
you
got
never heard of Coney Island?
I've heard Coney
Every
Island in New
state
York,
has Coney Island.
the theme park, but I've never.
no. You never had a Coney Island catch?
No.
What?
Never.
I've grown
Never?
up. I grew up in Florida and Texas.
You didn't have Coney Islands in Florida.
No.
In Texas, y'all ain't got Coney Island?
You don't have Coney Islands?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
You don't know how
I've
to pick
never
a
seen
Coney?
a Coney-
Oh my
I
god!
have never seen a Coney Island in Texas.
Okay, at Coney Island, there's multiple different names. They're a breakfast, lunch, dinner place.
Oh, you
What are
know
the names?
what?
What are the names that they go by?
Y'all
Leo.
don't got Coney Island there, though. The dude from Detroit brought a Coney Island to Texas. I forgot where at in Texas.
What part
though.
of Texas, though? Texas is big, man.
Right. I'm gonna find out. Catch. I'm gonna let
Watch,
you know. Though.
watch. He brought it to Dallas Fort Worth.
Yeah, which is 6 hours from me.
Oh yeah,
I know.
right,
I
yeah.
can drive. I can drive from Michigan to Miami, Detroit, Michigan to Miami, in less time than I can drive across the state of Texas.
Miami ain't got no Coney Island though. I know they don't.
Not in
Mhm.
Miami, no, but there's places that do have them.
Yeah, but Texas, I think Texas only got one. Dude from Detroit brought Coney Island
Yeah,
to
it's
Texas.
probably well, like I said. The one thing I do love that came from Detroit that's in Texas is Viva 313, the pizza place.
Oh damn, that's great. Coney Island is the shit at nighttime, especially when you blow. What?
Well, nothing in San Antonio is open 24 hours anymore.
Well, what are you going to get, Zo?
Yeah, the only thing open 24 hours is a place
I'm
called
like-
Whataburger.
I might get a steak hoagie combo.
Oh damn, that sounds.
Chad,
good.
you've had Whataburger before, right?
Yeah.
I've never had Whataburger.
I had it once. I didn't like it. I had
Where'd you have it at?
Had it
Oh,
I
in
might get a
Florida.
steak. I might get a
Yeah,
steak
it's
hoagie.
kind of like In-N-Out. You can't have In-N-Out in Texas. You got to have it in California, from what I hear, because In-N-Out in Texas is not good at all. But,
Yeah, the
Whataburger-
only different burger place we got up here is like a Five Guys.
I like
Yeah,
Five
yeah.
Guys. They're
Yeah,
pricey,
Got
but
that
they're
shit
good.
here.
Yeah, they're pricey, but they're worth it.
Yeah, they high as hell.
For a
I
burger.
don't know, man. It's hard for me to get a burger at a fast food place because I like my burgers as pink as you can get it.
Pink. You like your shit red?
You like it raw.
Hell no. You better not
I
give
get
me-
my steak blue.
You better not give me shit
No,
raw.
no. This guy's out here in Texas running through the farm field, eating the cow.
I run out to the farm down the road with a knife. cut
chasing down a steer, stabbing it, and eating it raw.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. Put that damn thing on a rotisserie and let it get burnt out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my shit real
you
done.
Want my shit well
Okay,
done.
why don't you just go to where the Wild play and eat a hockey puck? It tastes exactly the same.
Yeah. Why don't you go to the all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet and eat overcooked beef?
I love Chinese buffets, dude.
Yeah.
I'll eat Chinese food.
I'm going to agree with him on that one, man.
I love Chinese buffets. All right,
I'll
Zo.
see you next week.
I gotta
Yeah.
go too, man. It's 1 o'clock. I gotta be up at 7.
All right, Chad.
All right,
Hey,
Chad,
man.
my guy.
Hey,
Next
Chad,
time I see you
anytime.
on, I'll hop on.
We'll be
Hey,
on
Chad.
again in 2 weeks.
Chad, subscribe to my channel and TV's channel, and we're on every Friday.
Yep.
I think I'm subscribed to wherever this is right now.
Well, Zoe's channel, we added Zoe's channel, so I think you're subscribed to Zoe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zoe's not on all the
Well,
time.
drop your channel in the link. I'll leave. Drop your channel in the link so I can click on it.
Sure.
So subscribe to everybody.
Ready.
Channel, everybody. Everybody subscribe to everybody channel. I'm about to go to Coney and finish the rest of this fucking bottle. That's how we about to do this Friday night.
All right. Well, hell, there was no Sarah tonight. She popped in and didn't come on.
You popped in and left.
Yeah. Oh well, she'll be on again in 2 weeks.
So, hey, we're not going to be. Are we? I don't know if we're going to do a show next week because it's the 4th of July.
We'll probably do it the week after.
Also, are we going off of Vikings Vintage this week too? Are we taking that off?
Yeah, let's take Viking Vintage off too.
All right. Yeah. So no shows this week, guys, because of the holiday.
If you guys have any ideas for the vintage show, let us know too. Still,
Yeah.
we're taking suggestions. I mean, I could go all over the place with ideas, but you know,
Yeah, I would still love to have Dave on for
I'd love to have Dave on. That would be
for
great.
Vikings Vintage.
That would be great.
So, so Dave, if you're still in here, Dave, and you have an idea for Vikings Vintage, let us know. We'd love to have you. But all right, guys. I don't know what the hell happened to the cameras, but
We out of here.
there we go.
We out.
We got a close up of Tony's face. I love you, Tony. No,
And that was too that was even cringeworthy for me. That was even cringy for me. Thanks everybody that came on tonight. Thank you so much.
I'm trying to get the link to my channel real quick. I don't know. It's the one thing I really don't know how to do is drop the link. Hey Zoe, how do I drop the link?
Go to your page and hit copy once you go to your info
Zoe, when you gonna have another show, man?
on my live.
Yeah.
Dude, you got my number when you go live. I work 10 to 7.
Yeah, you got my number. Hit me up on X.
I ain't been going live though.
Okay, well next time you go live,
Or
hit me up.
even if you want to do a recorded show, let me know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit me up. I ain't got
no,
to
no. But I don't know, Tony. I might not go live again by myself. Probably, man. Probably preseason for real.
That's cool. That's cool. It's off season, so there ain't a whole hell of a lot to talk about. So
But hey, catch.
Yeah.
Go on your page and click on your bio and go all the way down to where you see more info. You see a little glow.
Hold on a
oh,
second.
there it is.
You
Okay,
see a little
so-
glow with your thing. Just hold that button down. I'm gonna do it for you. Hold on, I'm gonna do it for you. Yeah, man, I ain't been gonna lie. Everybody been asking me when I'm going live on my page. I ain't been going live.
Best time to do is when training camp starts.
Yeah, hold
Oh,
on.
no, we didn't even bring it up. They still ain't signed JJ or Dallas.
Who?
Yeah, but the
They ain't
Vikings.
signed JJ or Dallas yet.
They ain't signed J. What you mean they ain't signed JJ?
He hasn't signed his contract.
JJ.
McCarthy.
Oh,
Yeah, McCarthy hasn't signed yet. Neither has Dallas Turner.
I got your link, catch. I'm about to drop it right now.
Okay.
I definitely got to get better at that. So
I just dropped it. Tell him hey Chad, I just dropped Catch the link in the bio. I just dropped it. You see it, Catch?
yeah, I see it. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. But hey, you know what crazy though, Tony? People been asking me though, like when you gonna live? When you gonna live? Man, I don't like ain't been shit to really talk about for real.
You have to talk about
That's about-
the season, yeah.
Especially by myself.
Well, like us, with the vintage show, we can bring up anything from the past and talk about it.
Yeah,
That's why we
I
have
can't talk
content.
about all type of shit though,
But-
like I do, but
Thank you, Chad. Appreciate it.
I
We
might go
we
live
talk about
towards-
this thing. And tonight we have the Friday show. We just talk about anything you want. We talked a lot about the Vikings in the North tonight, but last week we talked about music and
We didn't talk about anything football last week.
yeah.
yeah,
So, but
I was asleep.
the only thing I could talk about, the only thing you probably have a show about, is when Dallas and JJ signed,
I probably
or
wait.
if they haven't signed, or they haven't signed, should we be worried?
I'll probably wait to training camp when they put the pads on.
Yeah.
See how people look to go live,
Yeah.
but I'm just gonna wait to go live for real. And
Yeah,
plus I'll be busy though for real in the summertime.
Well, hell, my job is keeping me busy. As
I don't be in the house like that for real. So,
In summertime, it's like you can only talk about football so much, and then you just rehashing the same stories over and over and over.
yeah,
you
and plus I'll be outside.
Yeah.
It just raining and shit tonight, so shit. I was in the crib playing Madden.
I'm outside all year round, so I don't have to worry about
We've
that.
had raining. We've had rain tonight. It's a little better, but we got flooding and all the
Yeah,
other.
bring some of that down here.
Then I seen yesterday
Well,
y'all was
111
going live
degrees.
today, so I said, "Fuck, I'm gonna hop on a live tomorrow."
Yeah.
It felt like 111 degrees today here.
Yeah, see, we had a comfortable 75, 78. So,
Yeah, man.
But
And the
yeah.
crazy part is though, y'all know what's crazy? Man, I found out how to upload dog ass videos off of my phone.
what the hell are you uploading?
No, I use a computer, but
Oh, okay.
I did a video like 3 days ago. I used my phone,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm about to order me a little mini microphone.
Okay.
I'm about to start uploading videos off my phone. I like
there
the way
you
the shit look and sound. It sound better.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
You
Yeah.
do live street interviews next time you go to the draft.
Yeah. No, hell no. The draft in Wisconsin. Ain't nobody going to fucking Wisconsin. Like, let's be real. Just like Steve. Ain't nobody trying to play for no fucking fighting Irish for real. Who the fuck trying to go there for real? Out of all the teams, out of all the schools, you gonna go there.
Usually the kids who go to Notre Dame don't go to,
The kids that used to go to Notre Dame can now go anywhere.
but
Teams will pay
Right.
them. You're getting
That's
paid.
what I'm saying. Hey, Cat, me, Tony. That's why I was telling y'all Alabama is over with. Ain't nobody trying to go to
most of those
Alabama.
schools are, yeah.
And you get the same thing from Alabama you can get from anywhere else.
Most of those schools that were perennial powerhouses, it's over because now
well, that's why
you can't pay for the players can leave after a year.
That's why
And plus-
Clemson's not as good as they used to be, because Clemson and Alabama were the two teams that paid their players before you were allowed to.
Yeah.
And plus, like
Hey,
I
have you
want
ever been to Clemson? Ain't nobody want to go to Clemson.
no, but like I want to tell Steve, like Michigan now have a pipeline. Harbaugh is there, and Harbaugh got a strong Michigan tie. So if you go to Michigan, you play good. 9 times out of 10, you are going to get drafted by Harbaugh or somebody close to Harbaugh, even his brother.
You'll probably
At the end of the day, it's all about who you know somewhat.
and I'll tell you what, Harbaugh is probably going to tell a lot of them. I don't know how it's going to work for the Vikings because Harbaugh still got a little up. He's still upset with the Vikings.
He handled it well with JJ.
Yeah, he did. Because I can
like
tell you, I
JJ
can tell you this much: he'd love to have JJ out there in LA with him.
On that
He had Herbert. I
Herbert,
guarantee you, if Herbert was not the quarterback of the Chargers, JJ would have went to LA.
JJ would be in.
And plus, look at JJ, y'all. JJ putting that work in to be the quarterback, though. He putting that work in.
I love the kid, man. I love him.
But he was like that at Michigan, though.
So
He's got that.
I don't buy into the whole. He didn't throw the ball enough. He did.
No,
they didn't ask him to.
he didn't throw the ball.
They-
Hell
they-
no.
But when he
asked him
did
to.
throw the ball, he was accurate.
And
But
he made
at the
plays.
same time,
I
though,
care
Cash,
more about when they asked him to do something. How did he perform? And 9 times out of 10, he
Right.
did what they needed him to.
because
That's
at
what I
the,
look at.
but at the same time, Cash, when they asked him to throw the ball, he could have failed.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Here's
Yeah,
here's what scares me with JJ. I'm worried with JJ, and it has nothing to do with JJ per se.
KOC.
It has to do with KLC and what they've done to change his little like footwork and all that shit. Because even the littlest thing, if the quarterbacks for so many years has been so successful at doing one thing, and then you get a coach in there like, nope, let's tweak this, that could have a problem.
And
So-
KLC's offense is supposedly the hardest to learn in the NFL.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Why would you have the hardest? Keep it simple for these guys. I mean, you're not reinventing the wheel. You're trying to win a Super Bowl. Keep it simple.
Right.
You know, it's. I think 9 times out of 10, a lot of these coaches, especially offensive coaches, believe they're hype, and they just want to change a game of football. They want to be a mad scientist. Those days are gone.
Hey, Catch.
Yeah.
Hey, do you got the thumbnail to y'all shit tonight?
It was on YouTube.
It's on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
But I can't copy it off of YouTube though.
You have access to the StreamYard.
Yeah,
It's in the StreamYard.
I could do it like
I
that.
can. I'll. You know what? I'll download it to the StreamYard.
Yeah, and send it to me.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, but
It's just a
shit, man.
basic. It's just a basic Vikings logo. We'll talk about anything you want. So
Yeah, but shit, I really ain't. Man, everybody been asking me to go live, man. I've been wanting to though, but shit, I'm like, man, I ain't got the time.
The
Then
thing too, it's summertime. There's nothing going on, and what are you going to talk about?
and plus, in the room I'm in, if it's 95 degrees outside, it's hot as fuck in this room I'm in.
you ain't got no AC.
You got no AC in there?
Not in this room.
Oh, okay.
You don't have central air.
Hell no, man. Listen here, Catch. Hey, you know who DTE is?
DT.
Detroit something and electricity.
Detroit Energy people.
Yeah.
Listen here, I like my DTE bill in the summertime. I like that bitch $100. The bitch in the summer in the wintertime, the bitch be $400-$500. I like a cheap electric bill in the summertime.
That's true.
Fuck that shit.
Well, we got it.
But on the back end though, I got a door right here though. I got a balcony right here.
Oh, that hurt. That helps.
Yeah, so I keep
That
the door
helps.
open. I keep the door open all the time in here though.
Do you get much of a breeze though? That's the thing.
Sometime at night, but during the daytime,
Mhm.
hell no, it be hot as hell.
Yeah.
hot. Please.
Viking Gaming, what's up?
What up, though,
It'd
gaming?
be hot.
Yeah, man, shit, I ain't lying to you, but
My
shit.
fucking shoes, like the rubber was coming off my shoes, stuck into.
Yeah, I probably don't go live, man.
I
Probably
talked to my girl Trisha. They're talking about triple digits in Cali.
The heat index today was literally 111 for us.
damn, for real, man. We like in 80 degrees today. We cooled down today.
Yeah, we did too.
I just walked out to my car before the show started, and I pretty much was sweating by the time I came back inside. My car is literally like 10 feet from my door.
Damn.
That. Yeah.
Jeez. That's another thing too. As much as I can't stand the winters as I get older, I can't stand the heat either in the summertime. So, but it's probably I also have allergies too, so I got to take that into consideration.
Yeah, Texas. People told me when I moved here I'd get allergies. I don't. But if you have any kind of allergies at all, you move to Texas, it goes up. They said the allergy effect in Texas is 13% higher than most other places.
Yeah, see, yeah. I put it this way: if I think Zoe said it best. Yeah, give JJ a redshirt year. If
Yeah.
Darnold plays good, give him a redshirt year.
I don't think Donald gonna play good that year to give him a red shirt year, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I don't believe that.
I don't think it matters. I think if JJ McCarthy hits the marks that KOC has in place for him, I think if JJ hits all those marks, I don't think it matters how well Jay. Now, if the Vikings are like 14-1, yeah, he's not replacing Sam Darnold.
Oh, that means Sam had balling out of his fucking mind.
Right. And but if the Vikings are around 500 and Sam's playing okay and JJ hits his markers, I think JJ starts.
The thing is, though, depending on this year, this team could be 500 in playoff contention. That's the scary part. You could even be in. You could even
NFC North is weak.
Yeah, you could be.
All 4 teams from the NFC North can make the playoffs.
Yep. Which honestly, they should. I think the only one. I don't think Dallas makes the playoffs this year. I'll tell you what.
Crazy, Tony.
Huh?
You know what's crazy?
Huh?
I think Dallas is gonna have a good year and make it to the NFC Championship game, and Dak leave in free agency. After his best year in Dallas, he leave.
Isn't that usually how it works, though?
That's why I made a video about that, though, Tony.
Where's he going to go?
Video about that.
That's usually how it works.
Exactly.
Where's he going to
Out of
go?
all the year, Dak finally get the Cowboys to the NFC Championship game, and they lose on some fluky shit, but he leaving free agency.
They lose,
I tell you what, Dak.
they lose to the Vikings in the end.
I think Dak will go somewhere else and blossom for real, though.
Dak plays out of his mind. He's going to get a big payday. Now, where's he going to go? Maybe New Orleans
Hey, but he's the
Or the
Black Kirk
Raiders.
Cousins.
or the Raiders. Yes.
He's the Black Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, but I think Dak can go somewhere else and play good, though. Dallas just cursed.
Well, Dallas is now paying for all the bullshit that Jerry
They
Jones.
sold themselves as Devils a long time ago. Now
Yeah,
they're
they
coming
sold.
home.
They're paying for it now,
Yeah,
and they've been paying for it.
yeah. But I think Dallas. Like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't got no faith in the Eagles for real. We seen this
Neither,
shit
you know what? They're already.
I think the
Sirianni.
Cowboys.
They're already going to fire
I think the
Sirianni.
Cowboys make the playoffs
Yeah.
because they win the division.
Cause we seen this shit. We seen the Eagles with the dream team before. We seen this shit.
Yeah, they're already talking about Sirianni. If he doesn't do anything this year, he'll be gone.
He gonna be gone. Cause what do he do?
I think the Cowboys win the division. The Commanders are second. Eagles are third, and the Giants are
Oh,
fourth.
you know what? Dabble's going to be out in the Giants too.
Right. So I think
Hey,
the Cowboys
what do-
would make the playoffs because they win the division.
Hey, what does Sirianni do? What is he? An offense or defensive dude?
I heard he was a special team guy.
Hey, Nug.
Hey,
you just
Nug, what's
missed your
up?
buddy. You just missed your
My
buddy
boy
Chad.
Nug, what's the deal? Where you been at? That's another person
Yeah,
been
you're asking-
outside.
Your ass needs to come on here and explain yourself, sir.
I ain't seen Nug in a couple of months. This is my first time seeing Nug on this motherfucker.
He was on our show a couple weeks, maybe
About a month and a half ago.
a month and a half ago. Yeah, it's been a while.
Nug been outside since
That was
summer,
his
bro.
last. It was his last bowling championship game.
Yep.
It was last time he was on.
Nug has been outside.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. It's hell. You can see, depending on what Purdy does, hell, Dak could go to Niners.
Oh, that'd be crazy if you take a pay cut, go there. Oh
Yeah.
man, that would be crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's anything's
If
possible.
that go there, they win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, because he's already got the piece. He doesn't have an idiot coach like McCarthy.
Ooh, y'all got Nug on here, man. Y'all,
Hey, what's good?
I'm trying to go give me
What
some
up,
food,
man?
man.
Long time I don't talk to you.
Hey, bro.
They got
Zoe
little
was right. I've been
girls-
outside.
Yeah, you
No,
been
no,
outside.
come on, man. He's been locked up. He caught a case, man. Come on.
Hey, listen, I've been living my single life, bro. I've been chilling.
He single. Are you still single?
Hell yeah, bro.
Oh, you ain't go back to her yet?
Nah, bro. But I did see her today, though. That's crazy, though. It's been a night.
Okay.
But bro, I've been living downtown, bro. We've
You
been
going back home? Hey, did you go to the fireworks?
Bro, I was down there Monday. I was serving drinks for the police officers and shit on
Oh.
Monday.
I was down there at I was at Shane Park.
Yeah, you was almost there. Yeah, you was down there by Belle Isle and shit. Yeah,
Yeah, that's my
I was
little
over there by
spot.
Hart Plaza.
Oh no, hell no! I was at the Aretha Franklin on bottom.
Yeah, I was
wall.
serving drinks for the police officers and shit, bro.
Yeah, I got blew out at the fireworks.
Hey, bro.
Hey, Tony, do y'all be having fireworks?
Yeah.
Hell no, they don't be having no fireworks.
Yeah, we're gonna have fireworks. Oh, I am right downtown.
I live by a bunch of Mexicans.
Not
I'm
like
definitely
us.
having fireworks.
Do y'all got fireworks catch?
Yeah.
Well, plus we got the neighbors around here with their fireworks.
Dude, I live around a bunch of Mexicans. I'm definitely getting out of. I'm not getting.
Yeah,
I'm
see, that's the thing. I'm gonna have
What does that got
fireworks.
to do
You can
with
say
it?
what you want. You can say what you want about the Mexicans, but those bitches know how to throw a party, man.
Hey, I've danced at a couple quinces, bro. We good.
Yeah. How's your
And
bowling?
I've been chilling, bro. I can't wait for this football season. We about to fuck everybody up.
How's your
Man,
bowling going?
I gotta go, man. I gotta go Coney Island for the bitch club.
Yeah, you were supposed to get some food here not
Hey,
too
you
long
said it was
ago.
open 24 hours.
Coney time.
It is though, but that bitch get crowded. Shit.
Coney times. Hey, bro. Oh, it is 1 o'clock. Yeah, you right.
Hell yeah, that bitch gonna get
Yeah, it's
crowded.
it's 119 for you guys.
No, it'll be busy till like 4 a.m.
What time is it where you at,
So is
Tony?
it kind of like a Waffle House?
12:19. I'm an
No,
hour.
it's not like a Waffle House at all. It's a drive-through. Like, you go there, like you can get breakfast, lunch, dinner. You can get chili cheese fries, coney dogs,
A steak?
hamburgers, omelets, hash
What's it
browns.
called?
You can get what
Coney Island.
honeys, grilled chicken pitas. You can get whatever you want.
Hey, Nud.
What's good, bro?
I'm about to go get that steak hoagie on their ass.
Get the fuck out of here with that, with the fries and shit.
Hell yeah. Oh my
Hey, so now let me ask you a question. When you get chili cheese fries, you get sliced cheese or do you get the squeezed cheese?
I don't get chili cheese fry because that should be pork. I don't eat pork.
Okay, you're right. All right. Now, just say hypothetically, have you ever ate it?
Yeah, before, yeah. Hell yeah.
Did you get sliced cheese or squeezed cheese?
Squeeze cheese.
Bro, I'm a sliced guy, bro.
Hell no, squeeze.
Bro, I like sliced cheese. Like, I get sliced pepper jack and shit.
Hey, Tony don't know. They don't know what the fuck we talking about.
Hell no, bro. But they
You
gotta
know what
come
you're
sometime,
talking
bro.
about till you said squeeze cheese. Nobody does squeeze cheese, dude.
They
On
don't.
anything.
No, we do actually here in
I
Detroit
ain't-
on
hey,
some
listen.
coney dogs.
Hey, listen,
And
it's
some
been
chili
over
cheese
10
fries.
years for me, bro. I ain't had pork over 12 years.
Why'd you quit eating pork?
I just quit eating it.
It's not good for you. I just
Yeah,
stopped
man,
eating
it's
pork
good.
like 30 days ago, actually. It's
I
not
ain't
good for you at all.
I ain't had pork over 12, 15 years for real.
That's crazy, bro. You know how much bacon I was eating before I quit pork? I was eating bacon with like everything,
So-
bro.
I'm still eating bacon. I don't give a fuck.
Closest Coney Island to me is-
I eat turkey bacon.
Hey,
closest-
you guys gotta come to Detroit just for Coney Island, bro.
Turkey bacon, give me that shit now.
Yeah, and for the 4th of July, I'm throwing turkey ribs on the grill.
Well, I'm about to pop out. I'm about to show up, bro.
Yeah, I'm throwing turkey ribs on the grill.
Hey, bro, you put me on Hornitos, bro. I've been drinking that
Where-
shit ever since.
Where
I've been
did-
drinking this
okay,
now though.
Where did pork not good for you come from?
What is that?
This tequila.
No, no, that's a good one, Catch. I ain't never heard pork was not good for you.
Yeah.
Pork hold a lot of sodium and salt in it. Look it up.
You can.
Well, hey,
buy-
today's my birthday. My birthday's
It's your
right now,
birthday?
actually. Yeah, June 29th, bro.
Happy birthday,
my
bro.
boy.
Thank you, sir.
I'm sorry, but
What you
happy
doing
birthday.
tomorrow?
You said what?
What you
Bacon
doing
makes
tomorrow?
everything better.
I'm about to be downtown, though.
I'm gonna hit you up,
I
dog.
say your birthday's
I'm about
on
to
a
be at,
Friday night.
Deluxe.
What are you,
I'm about to be at
23?
Deluxe Flux, Bazookies.
No, how old are you? 24, 25?
I'm about to turn. I just turned 28, actually. Just
Oh,
now.
okay.
Okay.
God, I remember when I was 28.
I remember them days.
Oh, a long time ago.
Yeah, though, catch pork ain't good for you though. It got a lot of sodium and salt in it.
Agreed.
I've never heard that.
You never heard, huh?
I never heard that. Yeah.
No,
Look
never
it
heard
up.
Pork
Hey,
and
it's
chicken-
crazy though.
pork
Y'all
and
got JJ
chicken are-
McCarthy though. That's kind of crazy.
Pork and chicken are identical.
You guys are gonna suck ass.
Nah.
Why? Because we got McCarthy?
Yeah, I'm just fucking with you guys. I missed you guys. I really did. I can't wait till football season.
Yeah.
Well, we got
Peace
another.
out, bro.
We got another
Yes,
month.
sir.
Hey, I got a question.
What's good?
Where the hell are all the Bears
See ya.
fans? We got Packers fans on this channel. We got Lions fans on this channel. We got fucking like other teams.
Well, I'm the
Where's
only
the
actually
fucking Bears?
Detroiter in this lobby right now.
We
Yeah,
got
a lot of-
Bears fans aren't even
we just
allowed in
had,
the conversation.
We just had your buddy
Chad.
Chad.
Dad was on there, yeah.
Zoe thinks he's a Detroiter, but he likes the Vikings, so I can't fuck with that.
Zoe's like,
Hey.
motherfucker, I'm Detroit through and through.
Hey man,
Except for
listen,
except for
man.
my team.
Hey, but y'all all last season was calling him a Lions fan though, so we should jump back on that train, right?
Hey,
Oh, and of course, my girl's a Falcons fan,
Hey,
so I'm going to be her therapy
hey,
Hey, well,
fan.
they got Kirk Cousins now, so they might be all right.
Did you see that picture of Kirk
Oh,
Cousins?
please don't say
that.
Hey, him and Kyle Pitts might be good.
Oh yeah, they're gonna go crazy.
Him and Kyle Pitts might be all right. And Bijan, oh come on now.
Bijan, he's got to hang on to the ball.
Bijan fumbles worse.
Well, they got to give him the ball too, though. They got to give him the ball too.
Well, they do give him the ball, but then he drops it.
Well, he barely got the
Hey
ball.
man, I gotta go, man. I gotta go get my food, man. I'm hungry as fuck.
Hey, Susie, I know.
It was
You've
nice
been
seeing
sitting
you
there for the
guys.
last hours, though. You still here?
It was nice seeing you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Don't be a stranger, no.
Hey, Zoe, we going out for my birthday tomorrow night, bro. Come on.
I'm gonna call you tomorrow after my stepson's birthday. I'm gonna call you.
I got you, bro. Let's meet up.
Birthday party tomorrow.
All right, let's meet up.
For sure.
All right, peace.
Later, dude.
Yeah, I gotta
Well,
go. Man. I gotta
all
get me
All right,
some.
so later.
Yeah, we thank you everybody for joining us. Like I said, no shows next week because of the holiday.
Mhm.
But we'll definitely be on the week after that.
Yep.
So Wednesday, Vikings finish. Friday, free for all. Zoe, shut out your channel.
Cross to the channel, everybody channel.
Yep.
Yeah. You're also on Instagram, right?
Yeah, I live on
It's on
Instagram.
Instagram, yeah.
What's your Instagram?
Man, I
so they
forgot.
can-
It's in the zone. ZOEN. In the zone. That's it. And I
Okay.
forgot my Twitter password, man. I had got my phone broke on me last week. I got a whole new phone. And I don't know my Twitter info, man. I ain't on Twitter right now.
Oh,
They'll
man.
get it fixed for you.
I'm
But
on
yeah.
Instagram, on YouTube. That's all I'm at. On
Alright, well-
Instagram, I'm on In the Zone. Spell ZOEN.
Yeah,
I'm,
yeah. I'm following you now.
I'm on X.
On YouTube, me on Instagram.
On Instagram, yeah, I'm
I
following
don't
you.
have it. I
You
don't
got
have
an
it.
Instagram, Tony?
Yeah.
I don't have Instagram. so-
Yeah, man. Hey,
Yeah.
follow my real page too, though, Tony. It hooked onto my page. You'll see it.
Oh,
But,
okay. Hang on.
I am on X. It's It's Catch84. There's no TYA. It's just Catch84 on Twitter.
Gotcha.
And
yeah,
then Tony.
bro,
You have your Facebook channels.
Oh, yeah, you can't miss them. Minnesota Vikings, 24/7, 365.
Facebook for the old heads.
You know what? Don't go there, Zoe. NFL football, 24/7, 365, and classic NFL and pro football, 24/7, 365. If it's 24/7, 365, it's mine. So
Yeah.
And I do my Tony's takes every now and then. I did one here about a month ago, but that's it. It's off season. I'm not in football mode, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know,
Me
you got to pull away from it, especially when you do it for like 6 months out of the year. It gets
Yeah.
old.
Mainly, I keep doing it because I'm trying to grow my channel.
Yeah, I know that I agree with.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the only reason I keep on dropping shit. But other than that's why I don't go live, because man, I can't shit on this bit for no hour, 2 hours.
Yeah,
talk
this-
about-
and now we don't have such a divisive subject as the former quarterback.
yeah, right.
Now that he's gone,
That's for your
it's
girlfriend
a
to worry
new
about.
it's a new age. Yeah, I know. You know, and
Yeah,
it was
man, I'm out here. I'm about to go for real though, man. I see y'all.
all right. So we'll
All
have
All right, everybody. Thank you all for joining.
take care, everybody.
Vikings, let's win this game. Score Vikings on the winning. Go get that first down, then get a touchdown. Rock 'em, sock 'em, fight, 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 fight. Go Vikings, yourself for